we're gonna try something new, but that's still played. I guess it's like a natural thing. We're good. Here, let's roll, baby. We got the MicNuggets, the newest and greatest. All the people talking about this brand new tool to use alongside our drafting principles here, and we got Dave from ETR, part of the Solver team. You guys have been seeing him in slow draft heaven over on the Solver Sports Network there. So yeah, what's good, Dave?
What's up, man? I'm hyped to be on. Like anytime I come on the show, like I'm always juiced up. I'm just excited to draft with y'all. It's always a fun time. We get to talk about my new project. We can talk the Solver. We get to rip the high stakes draft, hopefully. So like the energy's good in this room right now. So I like it.
Yeah, man. It's the middle of August. We're busy. You're busy. I mean, it's such a great time of year. I love feeling busy and feeling like I've got a lot of things to do. It just makes me feel fulfilled. When I get bored, I feel like I'm like I'm doing something wrong, and there's no possible way to be bored right now with everything going on. This is peak excitement. I can't wait for football season.
Let's set the scene for the people here. We got a brand new tool here. For those who don't know, Dave was on the show, I guess like a week ago, an impromptu Big Dog Draft there with Chad and Nez on Friday night or Saturday night last week.
Is that Friday night?
I think Friday night,
yeah. In lieu of the nose strip, it's down here somewhere. If you guys haven't seen that yet, great electric draft between three of the sharpest minds in the business. Because I excused myself from said draft there. But Dave, tell the people just a little bit there that aren't fully familiar what you're into. They could see the Dawg Bowl posters behind you. Multiple time qualifier there. We met for the first time in Miami. What's good, Dave?
Yeah, so I've been working at Established to run the last 6 years. Yeah, 6. God damn, it's been that's a while. Just running a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, working on our digital media products. So anything you see on our Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, even been working on all that, and then I'll help out on the projection side here and there. I'm not too sharp, so I'll let all the big brains handle that, but I'll give my input wherever I see needed. But been working at ETR the last few years, now streaming over at the Solver, just ripping drafts here and there whenever I see fit. And then now founder of MicNuggets, something that I've been working on this past off season. So basically what it is, it's a fantasy football Bloomberg terminal. It's your terminal for all things fantasy football. My partner and I, Patrick Barnes, YouTube. If you are in the daily streets, you're probably familiar with him. He is also a multi-Dawg Bowl qualifier, and he actually got second place at this Dawg Bowl 2 years ago. So we've been working on this together. And basically it started last season when we were doing some like early week Dawg Bowl prep. We weren't too content with the speed at which some outlets would give out some information. And when you're playing something as vigorous as the Dawg Bowl, having any nugget of information could be really advantageous to you and make a massive difference. So we decided to create some tech that would allow us to ingest press conferences, interviews, podcasts for coaches, players, general managers, whatever you have, at a very fast rate, often just a few minutes after the presses are done. And then we make sure all the quotes that get sent through our feed are actionable, insightful for your typical fantasy user. So when starting this, not only was like a time issue, not only was there an issue with like the time aspect, there was also, and this is probably a bigger issue for media, social media in general, is everything's so clickbaity. Whether you're consuming info on Twitter, Discord, The Athletic, ESPN, whatever it may be, a lot of these quotes or stories that get posted often lack context. And to me, there's a big difference when a player's brought up like on a coach's own merit, or if like a reporter's kind of like baiting them into a specific answer. Like, what is a coach supposed to say when they ask, like, how did the running back room do today? Are they going to say, oh, they went like shit? No, he's going to say, yeah, they're working on it. They're doing better. They're getting acclaim with the offense and whatnot. So this tech gives you the ability to not only read actionable insights and quotes quickly after they're done being posted. It also gives you the ability to check that exact quote in the video, so you can see the context and tone around the quote. So if you go to the player feed, it has like a little listen here button. You click it, takes you straight to the question. Oftentimes it's a couple seconds before the actual question gets said, just so you get the full context of a quote feed. So you get the full context and question between the question and answer. So that's half the site. So we have the player feed, coach speak feed, player feed, all that stuff. We also implemented an injury feed that's up to date with all injury news. It's very quick. It's very good. But yeah, that's half the site. The other half of the site is like, what if you don't feel like reading every quote that we posted, or you just want to see a summary of your most owned guys in best ball? We have the player tracker, which is what you're seeing right now, which uses all our data from our other feeds to create a blurb. And you can make a list of the guys you care the most about. You can look up a player individually, but these take a relevant headline and summarize it into the most recent news. And this side of the product is some of the tech you'll be seeing implemented on some of your favorite fantasy tools and websites. Wink, wink.
Oh, I like that. So we in the biz call a tease here. All right, cool. Dude, this is awesome. This is very cool. I mean, I don't want you to divulge fully how the sausage gets made and all that sort of stuff on the business model thing in there, but like, what about this makes it more actionable, more reliable than me just sifting through my Twitter feed?
Right. So I imagine, one, you're not going to watch or read all these press conferences, right?
No, so absolutely not.
Yeah, we don't want you to do that. That's too time consuming. So one, you have two established winning players in the fantasy space vetting out all these quotes that come through our feed. A lot of the times, a lot of these quotes that do come in, we're just like, that's not actionable. It's just a bunch of fluff. So we want to give you guys the stuff that truly matters. And that's human vetted through all of us throughout everything. So like, I know a lot of times there's a bunch of coach speak quotes or stuff about general managers, but if you want the full picture, if you want players talking about other players, if you want GMs, assistant coaches, I just posted a nice Kenneth Walker clip on our Twitter that it was either the offensive line coach or the running backs coach said about him at a presser. It gives you the full insight. So it's not just head coaches, it's not just players, it's the full picture, and it goes beyond press conferences. Whether it's sometimes there's insightful nuggets on random podcasts, on like the Kay Adams podcast or Pat McAfee or whatever. If it's there and we think it's insightful, it's gonna come through the quote feed. And again, vetted through two, some of the winningest players on the daily streets for Underdog. So.
Awesome, man.
Awesome. That was Andy Heck. Yeah, he's the O-line coach, I think.
O-line coach, right. Yeah, DeMarco Murray's the running back coach. But yeah, we think like if you're a sicko, and you probably are if you're watching this, you'll find value in this. Like, is every single quote we're going to post going to move the market? No, like, of course not. But, maybe you've seen Tyler Shuck saying he's been hanging out with Chris Olave a bunch, and they've really emphasized their chemistry building this offseason. Maybe that's something insightful for you to see. Like, if you're fading him or you have a bunch of him, you just want to be informed. Is that going to move Olave from 27th overall to 25th overall? Of course not. But like with the amount of liquidity in these markets, with the amount of dollars being poured into best ball and DFS, just knowing what a guy is being talked about with, it's valuable. So you can kind of go through our quote feed. We have the ability to filter through date, through player, through teams, and then if you want to listen to any of them, you can just click listen here and hear the quote. So we'll see if there's anything Keenan Allen related. Yeah. So obviously, given that he's not been on a team, there's probably not been a lot of coaches talking about Keenan Allen. So unfortunately, no Keenan Allen quotes, but I imagine when Shane Steichen gets on the mic today, we'll hear a little bit more about him.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have to tell him to shut up because he's going to be talking so much about Keenan Allen and what he expects from him this season.
Okay, Nez, what's actually fucking hilarious? There's only one person in the NFL, to my knowledge, who's directly related to you, and that person is the only person in this searchable index that has made a Keenan Allen comparison this year. It is Nick Sirianni talking about Dontavian Wicks and his ability to separate and release, blah, blah, blah. Reminds me of Keenan.
If you ever doubted that I have a blood relationship with Nick Sirianni, fret no longer, because the Keenan Allen comp for Wicks is honestly like very apt, like very good route runner. Both of them, obviously. That's just like, that's beautiful. That's chef's effing kiss right there. Like absolute ball knower. Absolute ball knower.
No way you can make that up. That's Nick. So poetic, man. That's cousin beautiful.
Nick. That's awesome. That's the funniest shit I've ever seen, honestly.
This is also really interesting that when I was just messing around on the site earlier today, you were alluding to, like, obviously you can go in the player tracker, and you can just highlight all your players. So if you are like more of like a home league bro, or you have a couple high stakes leagues where you have like multiple players on, you can add them to your list of the my players, as you alluded to. But the thing that I really liked was filtering between whether it was said by a coach, a player, or whether it was like a direct injury report thing, because the injury report stuff is going to become so prevalent to us as soon as we get into daily draft territory, right? We're going to want like, hey, what did the coach say at the podium after the game on Sunday? What did the beat reporter then say on Monday on a short week when they're playing on Thursday? Blah, blah, blah. And we forget how much like ADP fluctuates during like Dawg Bowl season, where it's just like, hey, Monday through Friday is literally BBM in a week, and we need all of that information as fast as we can get it.
Exactly, man. And all that will be up to date. Will be quite quickly after the presses are done, whatever interviews, and doesn't even have to be press conferences. But I will say, we have this, we're still in beta. We have this free for the rest of the week. So until next Monday, if you just want to sign up, check it out. You can go in, no credit card, no payment info required. Just make the account through Google, your email. Check it out. If you like it, you can subscribe to us for $10 a month starting Monday, or $100 for the entire year. But again, if you just want to hop on, check it out, see if you like it or not. There's no cost, there's no payment required. Just go check it out.
Yeah, awesome, man. No reason not to. If you're sick enough to be hanging out right now, go check this out for sure. There, links in the chat, links in the description below. I keep wanting to call it MicNuggets because I'm just infatuated with that sweet 10 piece that I get after hockey, dunking it in that sweet and sour sauce, baby. Ooh, this is bringing brand fusion of two positive things in my life together right there.
Yeah, a little play on words there. MicNuggets. Is the sweet and sour sauce your one-on-one sauce at McDonald's?
Oh, for sure, dude.
Yeah, it's by far the best, man.
That's the Jameer Gibbs of it.
Oh, I love it. But yeah, if you guys have any question about any of this, just hit up our Twitter. You can hit me up on Twitter, ask me any questions, comments, concerns. And if you don't like it, let me know. If you think something looks shitty, please let me know. Like, I'm being serious. Like, give me feedback. I don't care if you're a fucking asshole. I don't care if you're really nice. Just be a dick to me if you want to. Just check it out, and then, let the product speak for itself. And then, you can let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole wraparound MicNuggets.
Has there been anything since, you've started doing this? I know you've been working on this for a minute. Is there any quote that like stuck with you that you've come across since you've been doing this?
Ooh. Off the top of my head, no. I'm kind of blanking out on the spot right now, but
yeah, I put you on the spot.
If I think of something here in a second, there's like, I'm just reading like, 10, 20 a day that come on the actual feed. And then there's a bunch more that we vet that we don't like at all, that don't even show up. So I'm just reading it a bunch. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now.
Yeah.
But if you're curious, like if you're high zone players, whoever, just type it in the search bar, check them out, see what the coaches, players, GMs, the wide receiver coaches are saying about Chris Olave or whatever that may be for whatever player. So, a lot of information in there. Again, it's vetted all by Patrick and I. And yeah, man, we're pretty proud of the product, and we're hoping to make you guys proud and make you guys find something useful in this. And then again, this is only half of it. This is the other half of it. You'll be seeing a lot more in the next few days and weeks with some of your favorite products and sites and whatnot. So half the battle here. So.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, it looks really sick. I've loved messing around with it. One of my favorite features is like the listen here. You guys can see on all of these notes, there's a listen here, and it takes you to a direct time-stamped link on any of the pressers on YouTube. So it's not like I have to just then go to it and then sift through and hear it. But like, as you're alluding to, like so much written word or so many beat reporters or whatever it can be, like misskewing or misleading or you want to hear that tone of voice or the framing of the question and that sort of thing. And you have everything from everyone time stamped out perfectly. So if you want to go as deep into the do your own research as listening to it on your own accord, like it's like, hey, trust that you guys vetted it, but also that I can hear it for myself in the same vein.
Right. And, there might be some quotes that you might not think is actionable. If you're like a season-long bro and you see this quote about Emmett Johnson, you're like, I don't fucking care about him. I don't need him. But if you're a best ball bro, you're like, fuck yeah, pump my bag. So it's really like, hey, we want to give you the ability to make your own decision. Like, we think this is actionable. But go check it out for yourself. You might click it, listen to it, and you might be like, actually, Andy Reid kind of sounds like it's not too serious right there. That's what I'll just like not wave that. So you have the ability to go straight to listen here. It takes you just a couple seconds before the question is asked, so you can hear the full context. But yeah, man, it's great. I'm really proud of it, and I'm hoping you guys can hop on, log in, check it out, roast me, praise me, whatever it is. Yeah, man.
This is this also, I just clicked on one. You alluded to it earlier, but it's nice to see it when you visualize it here. I literally clicked on the Rashid Shaheed one, and that one's a workload based one, but that one's on the Sherman podcast. So like you guys are vetting everything. That's an hour ago on the Sherman podcast, and we already have a timestamp for something that was said about Rashid Shaheed's goal and workload. Like it's very timely.
Right. And again, if you're a best ball pro, if you're in thousands of drafts, if you're putting even $1,000, $10,000 into DFS or season long or best ball, you don't want to be grinding all this shit out. You don't want to listen to an hour of a Richard Sherman podcast to hear one thing about Rashid Shaheed. So we got that covered for you. And again, beyond the head coach press conferences, obviously that's probably where the most insightful information is going to come from, but we got the whole scope of it, baby. So we got it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, very cool, very actionable. What has been your best use case thus far? Or what do you envision being maybe even for like daily season?
Yeah, just like kind of how I alluded to like last year during like Dawg Bowl prep, especially like those early lobbies that are just like, it's literally just the 12 of the sharpest players on the platform, just getting like the information from coaches just like a little bit earlier than what like Twitter might get to or just the general media. But yeah, just again, it's not so much the case where it's like, oh, like every single thing I'm reading here is going to be like 100% actionable or market moving or whatever. If you're in a bunch of drafts, you just want to be up to date with stuff, just to stay informed with a bunch of things. So one, overall, it's just staying informed with the entire market from all various angles. And two, it's just getting ready for your DFS week early in the week, trying to get an edge against some other people from the time perspective. So there's a whole lot of use cases. And again, I'm kind of only touching on half of what we have planned right now. The other half will come up here in a few days. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to say too much on that end.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah. Very good. Very good synopsis. Pretty excited to be deep in the streets about this. Anything else, Nezzy, that you want to hit on?
No, I'm just, I think this is a really cool thing that you guys built here, man. And yeah, you should be proud of it. And I'm excited to make this a part of my process, during the season. This is pretty sick.
I'll also just say one last thing. If you go to like our player feed, you're probably like going to be really overwhelmed by like, oh my God, there's so much information. And obviously you can sort by, the quote feed, you can sort by whatever means necessary. We have like a little option. Like if you go to the Carolina Panthers, it says new, just so like you're up to date with everything. So if you might, if you're reading through everything, you might not know, did I read this or not? We got you covered. If you've read it, it'll disappear. If not, it'll be right there just to let you know. So you know what pressers or what teams are updated when you hop on the site.
The people can tell I've been grinding because you don't see new on anything other than the Jags. I've been grinding, man. Like the people don't think I'd be ball knowing like this, but with the tools like this, I can get there.
I love it, man. I appreciate that. And then, we see like Trevor Lawrence was talking about how big of an impact LaQuint Allen talks about. Like no matter how big of a Tootin' Bull you are, you got to acknowledge that like LaQuint Allen's going to be part of this offense no matter what. So you can kind of go through there and just check it out. And again, a lot of these quotes, we're not going to tweet every single quote, but we have it set up. So if we think something's pretty good for Twitter, it'll go straight to the Twitterverse. So also follow us on there, MicNuggets NFL, all one word, no underscores or anything. You can see a bunch of clips there, and then you don't have to click listen here. We do that for you on Twitter. So
perfect. There's the Twitter in the chat, and there is the site. The MicNuggets, baby, the newest and greatest, and more exciting stuff to come in the week and a half ahead. Let's talk about one of our favorite products that we all enjoy here as like a little bit of a segue to get into some of the hashtag takes from you this season, Dave, before we hop in a draft here. I'm going to jump over to the Best Ball Explorer. Evergreen reminder that the Solver Best Ball Explorer is free for you guys to track your portfolios and stuff. You guys can just download the CSV, upload it, and all that good stuff. We're going to just take a little peek here and see if anybody runs. Nobody runs better than your boy, 2%. Jayden Higgins just had to tap in there to make sure. But yeah, guys, first things first, fallout of Jayden Higgins here. Are we becoming Jalen Noel slappies again? Xavier Hutchinson back in our lives. Any interest in the Texans offense further now?
Yeah, man, this is a pretty big blow. I don't think like the general public has like caught on like how good of a player Jayden Higgins can become for this offense. But this sucks, man. Like he's someone I really like. I wasn't taking him a bunch actually in my head when I saw the injury. I was like, oh my fucking God, damn it. And then I checked my exposures and I was like at 3%. So I was like, oh. But he's a good player and this definitely impacts the offense. So I think we can see a lot more. Well, first off, just at the very top of it, I think we can see a lot more heavy formations from the Texans, right? They invested a bunch in their tight end room this year. They signed they have what's the Moreau, Foster Moreau. They signed Foster Moreau. They drafted a rookie in round 2 in the tight end position. They have a tight end, Kate Stover from last year's draft. So they have a pretty good depth at the tight end room. I expect we see
Brevin Jordan. People forget about old Brevin Jordan coming back from injury too. One of our showdown slate finest.
Right. And obviously Dalton Schultz. So I would be shocked if this team wasn't one of the teams that led the league in heavy personnel this year. So that might be really good for Nico if he's competing with Foster Moreau or whatever rookie they drafted. But yeah, I have to imagine that Tank has to be a part of the plans now, along with Noel. And I think we're going to see a lot of Xavier Hutchinson. So
yeah, I agree. I got lucky. I have like very, very little Jayden Higgins, and it's not because I think Jayden Higgins was a bad click or is a bad player. He, by all accounts, was on his way to breaking out as a year 2 receiver, getting a lot of praise from Nico Collins and others in camp. So it's just a bummer, man. Young players tearing their ACLs like this is never, it's never good. But I kind of thought about like the Texans acquiring somebody because of this injury. Like, oh, they got to go get somebody, but Tank Dell is coming back and is, in participating in team drills. So it does seem like he's like on the right track. Like Dave said, Xavier Hutchinson was already running a ton of routes. So he's likely to step right in. And then Jalen Noel as well, who a lot of people really like in the best ball space, is also going to run a lot of routes. So I don't know if they're going to add anybody because they made the David Montgomery addition. They obviously have Dalton Schultz there. So I think that they're just going to like roll with what they got and not get too crazy with it. But I wouldn't hate if they hit up New England and ask what was up with Booty or Kyle Williams. I think that would be pretty fun.
Yeah, I will say the ETR team is accounting for some probability that Booty gets traded over to the Texans. So that's obviously going to be updated in our rankings. But yeah, it makes a ton of sense for Booty to go to either New Orleans or the Texans, given all their injuries recently. So
yeah. Makes sense. Actionable stuff now. Actually, I was just going to say that my Jayden Higgins kind of like soft bait had nothing to do with him, really. It was more about like that defense is so effing good that maybe that offense doesn't have to score that many points and they just get to run out ball games later kind of deal. But it was also the ADP stuff. Like just in this range was where I was living with second quarterback and or second or first tight end, because there was like, I really liked Kincaid this year. I really liked Kittle at this price tag. And then I really liked doing like the Baker, Kyler, or Love thing. So my thing was just kind of like, it had nothing to do with Jayden Higgins. It was just fully like in this pocket was where I saw other things that I liked from a roster construction standpoint.
Yeah, like I said, I really liked the player. I thought he was going to be pretty good in fantasy, but my exposure is way less than I anticipated, just given the pocket of the draft that he went in.
Yeah. Dave, you were quite outspoken the other day there. I'm going to bring back up the Explorer with my stuff right now, just because I don't have your stuff right here. And I'm not sure you'd even want to share yours, but share it. Let's just talk about, you were very outspoken when we were drafting the other day about the hero RB setup right now, that you're quite fond of those kind of roster constructions. Is that what your, majority of your portfolio consists of, or have you been, mixing your build types?
Yeah, I would say I'm probably overweight on that build compared to the field. I just think, one of these years we're going to have a year where it's kind of hard to forget how quickly a running back can get injured and how quickly the landscape can shift. So it's kind of just betting on running back injuries more so. I still have a bunch of like hyper fragile and like robust RBs and whatnot. But probably compared to the field, a little bit higher on hero running back and 0 RB.
Okay.
Exposures wise, it looks like you're in my. Wait, is my screen up? Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Looking at your stuff.
The Sims are in my head and they're showing your screen.
I was going to say, I love a lot of the players you're high on as well. Drake London at ETR Darling is someone I have a bunch of. Is this both platforms? Yeah. Jayden Daniels, just more so just the elite quarterbacks are way too cheap this year, in my opinion. Josh Allen, Jayden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, whatnot, compared to the QB2 prices this year. So just, I think taking a pretty strong stand on those high tier quarterback ones is something I'm approaching. Ramondre Stevenson, always. I have no idea why his ADP still is what it is. He was always the running back one in New England, and you're paying for a pretty expensive handcuff, in my opinion, for Travion Henderson. We saw what happened down the stretch in the playoffs. This guy was playing nothing compared to Ramondre, and I feel like people just don't like him because he's a little bit of a bigger back. Not your typical, like, I'm going to go score an 80-yard touchdown, but like Travion. But love Ramondre. Chris Olave running a little good there. I just was higher on the Saints offense in general, just given their offensive line. That one has ranked, I think, like 8th overall. Their pace of play with Kellen Moore. We saw some promising, some optimism with Tyler Shuck. So just higher in general on the Saints offense. So I'm running a little bit good there with the Chris Olave. So Darian Lamb, that's just complete bias on my end. If I'm going to invest all this money in best ball, I want to enjoy watching the games and rooting for my guy.
I love that.
But you will see that a lot of these exposures are in line with what you see on the solver, what you see on the ETR rankings. Jayden Blue, obviously, is a little bit of a slappy pick, but mostly getting him in the 200s. KW3 is probably my biggest stand. He's my favorite bet for offensive player of the year at 40-1. You can go back to the MicNuggets Twitter and see the latest quote about the O-line coach. This guy's going to tote the rock, man. I can see us drafting him in the top 5 next year. So, yeah. From what you're seeing, what's the one you have the biggest gripe with?
Biggest gripe? Maybe Sean Tucker, but that's probably just a bet that he's going to fall into the end zone 8 times and that Bucky Irving didn't have a carry inside the 5 last year. So I get it. I just wouldn't have that big a stance, but to be fair, it's not that big a stance because you've done so many effing drafts. It's only 13%. So
right. 160 shares, but
yeah.
I think my biggest gripe is you don't have anybody over 20%. I mean, I know this is cross-platform, but
I'm honestly shocked because at least on Underdog, I know I have 25% Ramondre. I don't know if these are the last time I updated. It's 12. Yeah, well, I have a couple hundred drafts to update for still.
If people don't know, we've been kind of talking about the solver moving to Firefox, and if you've used Best Ball Explorer before, which is what we're on right here, thesolver.com/best-ball-explorer, obviously really sick resource to look at your portfolio. You don't have to go to your exposures and download the CSV anymore. John.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, show them how this
I got you.
smooth this is.
Oh, I was about to do it, but you just frame mocked
me. Oh, okay. Here.
That's okay.
There you go.
Okay.
You're back.
You got it?
Yep. So if you can just go ahead, go to the NFL season, click sync now, and it takes a little second to update. And then when that's all done, obviously it takes a lot longer to sync 1,000-something drafts, and it does 20. But I just hit sync now.
2 seconds.
You can hit refresh, and all that's already updated for. So,
well, so actually, I think there is one more step.
I got it it for you.
Not even the solver employee can do this correctly. Thankfully, we have 2 of the best solver ambassadors on stream helping me out right now.
There you go. I got you right now, so you can see it with.
I gotta talk. Yeah, good.
With my slow drafts here, that it's actually a built-in 4th option now with this BBE right there, and I still have 64 drafts that haven't been added yet. So I just hit upload right there, 1 click, less than 1 second, and that updates my Explorer.
Yeah, and there's the Best Ball Explorer URL right there as well on the top left. Yeah, bang. super convenient.
Seamless.
Look at that ramp up. My guy has been grinding. Look at that.
I wasn't lying, baby. I wasn't lying that we're back weighted this year.
up and to the right. That's what you want to see.
There you go. Yeah, that's what we want the graph to look like at the end too.
Man, I wish my exposures kind of look like yours. Like all the guys you have, I feel like I like a lot more than what my portfolio says. Like I would be more than happy to bet my season on Waddle, Ladd, Neighbors. I'm a little bit more bearish on JT, Saquon, Achane, those running backs than you are. But I think what we have different is I'm a little bit higher on those wide receivers. So I'm way over on the field on Amon Ross, CD, JJ. And it seems like you're flipped where you have the running backs prioritized.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm actually the hero RB guy. That was my kind of segue to the conversation that you liked on the right-hand side of the board. I thought you were singing the praises of the double running back start and then kind of filling it out, but that might have just been the drafts that we were doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I'm looking through your stuff right now, man. That's some beautiful exposures, man. I don't see anything I disagree with.
John's been dialed. John's dialed, man. These are all. It's nice when you look at the exposure, like, oh yeah, these are all good players. You know.
Oh, enough. Oh, stop it, guys. Stop. Please.
I mean,
please stop.
Maybe you're not scrolling down enough. I think is the lesson here. Like, why aren't you scrolling down 20% of the time for one guy, brother?
Yeah.
Like, what's up with the brand?
I gotta see where Keenan is.
Every Keenan share is probably with me.
I thought I had way more Keenan than I did, just given how much I talked to Nez, and I looked and I was like at 4%. I was like, fuck, I talk about this dude every single day and I only have 4%. Thankfully, like every big dog I've done with Nez has Keenan Allen. So I have the money exposure there. So
I have so much Keenan Allen.
Tell us, man. This is a safe space. Let us know. Share with us.
I promise I'm not like, this is not a flex. But in my portfolio, I have, and this is just a completed draft so far, $7K worth of Keenan Allen.
What does that equate to exposure wise? Holy shit, man.
23%, 30% of my don't do math on what I'm telling you, but
this guy's got a Jeep Wrangler. On
Keenan Allen.
I got my son's like first used car put on Keenan Allen here. I got a 2012 Honda Accord on Keenan Allen right now.
The question is, one, are you going to stop taking him? Or are you just going to, like, now that it's ADP? Okay, so for the brand, we're going to take him at 140, 180. It doesn't fucking matter. We're still Keenan Allen pill.
I'm getting him on slow drafts like today in like at pick like 160, 170. Like that's too cheap. That's too cheap.
It seems like the market's a little bit slow to move on this one. I don't know if it's because there's more liquidity and more casuals than there was in June or whatever. But yeah, nice Ingle eggs. That's a nice exposure there.
Yeah, good CLV there too. Yeah, I think part of it is like he's an 18th round pick because I don't think people like him to begin with. So maybe the rise won't happen as meteorically as I expect. But like you said, I think it's a liquidity thing too. The puppy is filled. There's just like wasn't a whole lot of drafts to kind of affect ADP as much as like you could 2 weeks ago. So get some new low dollar drafts in there, which I'm sure is coming, and you could probably see a little bit sharper movement.
I love him. And the Michael Pittman role, what can go wrong?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So
leg ups like a line with me. I was watching ADP chasing, and they were like right in line with me.
Are you saying the Sims are in your head, Nez?
I'm not saying the Sims are in my head. They might be. I am saying, Dave, I have a level of confidence that I don't normally have going into this NFL season. So I do feel really good about how I've approached this season, and I'm looking forward to some dailies.
What is the cutoff point where you're like, all right, this is too much. This is ridiculous. I'm not taking Keenan Allen over Khalil Shakir, or
no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
What is your cutoff? Tell the people where. Because to me, I'd probably take him ahead of Jalen Naylor.
Yeah, you can
probably right here, this 148 range.
To me, the divergence is like Denzel Boston. That's where you get like two separate profiles, and this is where people diverge. Where it's like, do I want the rookie who I don't know that's on a bad offense, or do I want the veteran that like I know I'm going to get like very decent floor production on a decent offense? That's where like I think people are going to diverge, and I think that's where the resistance is going to be met. There's just no way he gets like past that.
The last hang up I still have on Keenan, like, because we've talked about this landing spot for a long time, is just where all three of them win on the field. Like, doesn't it feel like, Tyler Warren, Josh Downs, and Keenan Allen are all just like Spider-Man meme of where they want to catch the football?
I don't think that Keenan is so much Tyler Warren.
Okay.
Warren is the lowest ADOT of the bunch.
Yeah.
Keenan is, definitely like the intermediate guy, and Downs doesn't profile as the deep guy either. So those two definitely like Spider-Man meme for sure. But Warren is definitely his own separate thing. But yeah, there's no like deep threats on the field unless they make Downs be that deep threat. But yeah, it's very interesting. Keenan Allen was a part-time player last year. Like, can the Colts afford for him to not be on the field less than 50% of the time? Or that he has to be out there a lot. So it'll be interesting to see how he holds up too. Like, it's not without risk.
Yeah, right? You have a lot of this is a fun question in the chat, but yeah, you have to have a lot of blind faith in Ashton Doolin if you're not going to play Keenan Allen 65% of snaps from week 1 onward.
Yeah, and you never know. They could make another trade too. I think that this is a team that's like desperate. Like they made the Sauce Gardner trade. They staked their future on it.
Right.
I think, and new ownership with Jim's daughter. So yeah, I could totally see them like making one more trade for a deep threat.
Yeah, good shots there. Yeah, and no clear path in the future at quarterback after this year either. So it's kind of like, hey, let's go get it now, right? This is a fun one here. Emwald's asking, would you rather swing on Jordan Tyson or Keenan Allen right now? So it's kind of skewed because we can't talk about it in the framework of ADP because Tyson, we talk about this all the time, how fallers should fall further, but risers rise too far and people just grab them kind of thing. Like Tyson in the drafts I did this morning, like he was falling to like 90, 91, 103, like something like that. Inevitably, someone in the room just blindly clicks him and he doesn't fall as far as he possibly should. But just straight up in a vacuum right now, who would you guys rather have?
I think a lot of it's just dependent on your roster construction. So if you have a bunch of rookies or plan to take a bunch of rookies, take Keenan Allen for that easy early season production. If you start if you have like a 0 RB build and your like 4 of your first 5 picks are a wide receiver, take Jordan Tyson, 120, 130. I believe we have him ranked at around the 130s right now. So
I would take Tyson over Keenan Allen. It's and like where I draw the line is like pick 130. If I'm up at pick 130 and Tyson's there, this is officially a team where I try to make Jordan Tyson work. That to me is like a very, very fun bet to make and try to get home. So yeah, I would take him over Keenan at that price.
I mean, he's a very, very fun wide receiver.
Yeah, they pair together really well. Sorry.
Yeah, they do actually. Yeah. He's a very fun, like wide receiver 5 ceiling shot to have a diversified combo as anybody else in BBM right now.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I'm kind of excited to see what I can do with my last like 60 BBMs with this Tyson fall. Like, can I get some really unique teams with that? Go ahead.
I was just about to say that the game theory bro in me and the angles of like risers and fallers at the tail end of BBM season is like, why do I want to be the guy who has Neighbors at 14 and Keenan Allen at 130 when I can be the guy who has Jordan Tyson at 130? Like, you know what I mean? So that's like the game theory bro in me, but it's also, hey, you got to get it there and you got to make it. And then you got to also think about Tyson's injury history for the past 4.5 years since Colorado. So yeah, I don't know. Like it's a very fun puzzle to solve for.
Yeah, I know ETR, I believe we haven't projected for 6 games out, but for some context on that, week 7, the Saints play in Paris, and then week 8, they have a bye. So there's a chance we're not seeing him until like week 9, and then you have that ramp up period. It's a little tough, man. Obviously, it's easy to overreact now, and we have to keep in mind like nothing matters until week 15, 16, 17. And if he's healthy, then I'm going to want to have him on my team. So especially given the Saints playoff schedule. So, well, it feels pretty gross right now. I'm going to suck it up and take 130, lower my advance rate a little bit. But if you have a healthy Jordan Tyson in week 16, you're probably like, oh shit, this team's cooking. So
yeah, like that you're going to be thrilled out of your mind.
Yeah. Let's use the absolute insane bull case of Odell Beckham rookie season. How many games did Odell Beckham play?
Yeah, I think he played 12.
Played 12? Okay, that's way too bullish.
I think he only missed 4 games.
Okay. Yeah, that's way too bullish then. I was just kind of curious what the ramp up was, just to be like ultimate bull case. So,
whoa,
2000. What was his?
Sorry.
2015, 2000.
Are you saying for his rookie year or what?
Yeah.
Wait, is this right? Is this 20? Yeah, this is 2014. Yeah. So he played 10-5, so he probably missed the first 4 weeks of the season, and then had an insane stretch from the fantasy playoffs: 130, 143, 148, 185.
Holy shit,
dude!
This is. We forget how good this guy. We forget how good he was.
Odell set the fucking world on fire, man. Like, god damn, what a player.
Look at this
that
stretch,
back weighted.
Man.
That was before our days of BBM. Could you imagine? Like, we would be still making Puka and Kyron comps to that stretch in the fantasy playoffs. Like the way we talk about Herzig and the Alvin Kamara 6 touchdown game, and we still reference it like to this day. We'd be doing that with whoever won BBM in 2014 or whatever the hell it is. With like, oh man, this guy. Liam had 60% Odell that year, and that's
Yeah, and it's even like you can even like Todd Gurley kind of had that sort of timeline too. Whenever he first came in the league, it's kind of funny.
21 targets in the championship game, like 12, 143, and 3. Like, God dang.
Brings a tear to your eye, man. Remembering prime Odell.
That's fun.
Fellas,
gentlemen, what do you say? Should we?
Let's do let's actually have some fun. No more business talk. No more ADP talk. Let's have some fun and rip something that hopefully we can fill.
We're gonna fill it, man.
We're going to enter a big dog. Whoa, holy shit, this is about to fill.
That's what I'm saying, man. The whole thing's about to fill, so it's definitely gonna be close to it. Oh no.
Did it fill? No way.
No, it didn't fill. It's just
okay. It's just I'm getting location error. We're good.
I think so.
Good. I got a little scared for a second. I was gonna be set. No.
Oh, they're all gone. Is Chris is he serious?
No more big dog fast.
Oh wow.
No.
Noomi.
Maybe we can get
Is that true? It looks like they're still.
Oh, let me.
I bet if you go on the app, the app will auto update.
Yeah.
Let me look at my phone real quick. Wow. The big dog filling a month before the season starts is kind of fucking
Should I call
crazy.
Noomi?
Let's see.
Give him a call. Give him a call and see if we can get a big dog fast.
All right, I'm gonna tell him that I'm putting him on stream.
Right. This is where we have to call in. This is where we have to use our hookups here.
He's a D&D guy. He's always on D&D.
Pass it out.
No. I mean,
hold on. Let me send him a text, or maybe if I do like the call, I think if you call them twice, you'll get through.
Oh, that's such a bummer. Damn. Okay.
7 more for a Masty.
I don't know if I'm ready to send you another another Venmo, man. They're on to me.
Let's see what customer legend Noomi has to say. He's probably
how many entries are left to fill?
100.
If there's so what he's not going to be able to do that because the reason why there's people sitting in every single slow.
Yeah, someone's sitting in every slow left. So the lobbies
are BP Colonia.
All right, BBM it is. Let's win BBM together. We can still win 2 million.
That's perfectly fine. 666K or whatever, 71K for each of us, whatever the math outs to 73K.
Here, Dave, why don't you hop out and let me hop in, and we'll use it.
Perfect. So you want me to stop sharing the screen, right?
Yeah, I got you. One more. There we go.
Man, I'm sorry, chat. What a bummer. I was pretty hyped to rip a big dog with you fellas, but you know what? It's okay. I mean, I guess we could still do a massive. I don't know if that's something we want to do. I wasn't ready for that. I'm not mentally prepared to drop a G, but it's okay because when we win BBM, it's not going to matter. We're going to be like, thank God it failed. Nez, I'll send you that Venmo back here in a little bit.
No worries. No rush.
All right, boys, let's do this. We roll the back end of the board here. We got Patrick Barnes in here. Yep. We got Troy in here with us. We got Fiddle My Gooch, classic screen name. We got Goods in here. We got Clubs in here. We got Ty. we got all the friends and family in here, so this worked out fine.
Everybody wins.
Everyone wins.
Except us.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think about the fact that there would be no more fasts left.
I didn't even consider the fact that it could be full today or even next week. I was just it's still 3 weeks till the season. There's just no shot this is full. That just shows the interest in best ball. Big corporate, if you're watching this, keep giving us best ball contests. It's gonna be okay. What I want to see them do is release a Big Dog 2, but do a $250 price point. That would be a little bit nicer.
Yeah. $200 price point, 10 max or something.
Yeah, I was floating to Numi some potential mid stakes, kind of mid to high stakes, low high stakes for essentially the pit bull structure. That's you could do a 500K, 100K to first, medium dog. Yeah,
medium dog. Love the medium dog.
That 500K, 100K to first, I think is such a sweet spot for filling contests. It gets people in for the 6-figure first place, and if you do $100, or even if you extend the typical pit bull max entry to 15 or something like that. Yeah.
Let's do a little exercise this draft. Let's play as if we have only one draft left. This is our only draft the entire season. So I know we have the solver scores up. I know we have our rankings up. Do what you would do with gun to your head. You have one draft the entire season. What are you riding or dying with? So let's just have that in mind. Have that in mind when we're going through this.
I love that. This is the bucket list draft.
Yeah. We might have to be reaching on some guys. It's going to be okay. The report card after might be a little bit red, but we're on the turn. It makes sense to reach on some guys at the turn. So one draft, what are you doing? So let's have that in mind. And we'll let, and if we can't come to a decision, we'll let the solver scores be our tiebreaker. So,
all right, cool. I think we're going to vote here based on your exposures for CeeDee Lamb.
Darian Lamb. Yes, sir. My classmate in freshman year English class.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
How often was he in the lecture hall?
He was there quite often, but he would walk in with his JJ CeeDee Lamb.
That's fun.
That's fun. Let's let it rip. He would come in quite often, so I'm pretty sure OU athletics was pretty strict about your attendance to classes.
Mm-hmm.
But he would walk in with his Beats headphones on and not say or do a single thing. Our teacher would always be like, Darian, take off those headphones. And he'd look up and just look back down on his phone. And everyone's like, okay. Because he was the first true freshman at OU to start at wide receiver in 50 years or something. So everyone kind of knew oh, this guy's the shit.
Yeah.
But good guy. Not a lot of words spoken with him, but good guy.
That's awesome. Yeah. Not a lot of people can say that they were in English class with CeeDee Lamb or any NFL player for that matter.
Yeah, I've met a bunch of NFL players through the years, really. Just Jalen Hurts out at the bars, Caleb Williams at Pickleman's Pizza. Never saw
What's
Kyler
Caleb
Murray.
like? What's Caleb like in person? Is he chill? Is he commanding attention? Does he have an aura?
So this was his freshman year. So this was before he was even a starter. This was before camp started, and Spencer Rattler was our starting quarterback. But we just went up to him and just chatted up. He was super chill, humble guy. You would never assume he was the number one recruit for that class. He was just a cool guy, just nothing to say. I mean, obviously I met him before he got really big and before he even started at OU. But yeah, he was just a standout guy, really humble, really nice dude. So yeah,
you love to hear that stuff. I always like hearing stuff about guys that are just normal dudes.
Yeah, it is. It does kind of give you a little bit of hope. It's just nice to hear, it really doesn't take a whole lot of energy to just not be a prick, and then then people talk, and then you just get this reputation about yourself. It's always cool to meet a chill athlete for sure.
Yeah, man. That's where Joe Mixon had his little incident, but fortunately,
Joe misdemeanor.
Yeah. I will say every athlete I've met, every NFL player I've met, I've been super down to earth. I've met Travis Etienne, Kenneth Walker, Dak, obviously CeeDee, Jaylen, saw Baker at Campus Corner, Caleb, obviously none of them seemed like they had an ego. So it's most of these guys are just really nice people. They're just you or me. we just bet a lot of money up on. So we probably think of them a little differently. But
have I ever told my Baker story on here?
Have you met him?
Of course he has. John probably played like.
Oh, I want to hear this because I'll give you my Baker story after this.
Let's hear it.
We went to it was a spring training game and Christian Yelich was playing, and we dipped out in like maybe the 7th inning, and he just played like the first 4 innings, like classic spring training. And we went to this dive bar to watch March Madness, and there's only 2 other people in the there's 3. There was a security guy with them. There are only 3 other people in this hole in the wall. I'll save it here. Javonte, Josh Jacobs, T. Higgins a faller, Igbuka's a faller.
If I had one draft, I'd go Travis Etienne, but we can maybe wait for him on the turn. Nez, I'm gonna let you take it.
Yeah, that's a good one. All
right,
go
let's
Etienne.
do it.
Okay,
let's do it. The new Kamara news.
Yeah, I don't know that they're gonna bring anybody in on that, but I could see it potentially happening if one of these backups on these teams gets cut. I'd imagine they try somebody out.
Let's make this pick here, and then I'm eager to hear John's story on this because my interaction with Baker was awesome. It's exactly how you expect it to go. So,
yeah, him and Yelich used to train together all the time. At least that off season, they became like good buddies or something.
Right.
But anyways, we went to just watch the game, and they were just sitting at the bar, and we just pulled up beside them, and then like we didn't like really recognize them at first, and then they started chatting or whatever. And we bought a round and like just gave a couple beers to them, and we just sat there and had beers with them as we watched the same basketball game.
That's sweet.
That's nice, man.
Javonte or Swift?
Yeah. What? Ooh. John, what are you leaning right now?
T.
Let's go T. Yeah. Someone who's perennially underpriced every year. I like it. And nice little hero running back build. Like. That's awesome, man. Were you able to like chop it up with him a bunch and?
Just for like half an hour or something like that. Like they were we didn't really talk about anything other than the basketball game. We didn't like put them on the spot. They were playing catch up with each other. So
nice. Yeah, okay. Yeah. My freshman year. So this was his Heisman year. We're walking around Campus Corner in Norman, Oklahoma. We're in front of Logie's, which is like the big OU bar. And my buddy has a beer he had just opened, and Baker's walking towards us. My buddy goes up to him and is like, please drink out of this beer. Baker's like, did you drug this? Just like obviously sarcastically, and then just like takes a big like slug of it. And then we proceeded to keep that beer for 4 years, just unopened on a shelf at our college home. Just the beer that Baker Mayfield drank, and it just sat there until a pledge one day just like was cleaning up our house and accidentally threw it away. We were all bummed out. But he just like no hesitation looked at it. It was like jokingly, you drug this? And just like takes a big chug and then gave it back and just went on with his way. But I mean, probably an interaction you would assume you'd have with Baker Mayfield, right?
Right. Yeah. That's the Baker beer, baby. Love it.
But such an awesome dude. He's a pretty good pick this year.
Chad is Chat's firing some stories. Stunna flexing that he ran track against Brandon Cooks and was faster than Brandon Cooks. Like that's such a flex.
I'm gonna ask Fully Loaded about that one, man. I'm calling Cap. I need Fully Loaded to confirm that you were faster than Brandon Cooks.
Our guy Ryan, the king of the John Warner fucka fan, $5 for the $1, 1% of the big dog, but instead it's just one beer that we'll all share. Like Baker Mayfield.
I like this. We got a lot of stories in chat. Everyone's kind of giving their own athlete story. I fucking love this. The vibes are buzzing right now, man.
Wow. Go Cards washing dishes with Pat Tillman. Holy shit.
Whoa.
That's throwback, man.
You might win on that one.
Yeah, you just mocked all our stories. Holy shit. That is awesome. Thank you, Patriot.
Dennis is going to timeout. This guy's a prick.
No, let him go. Let him go. He's in here and he's so mad that we can talk about another man in a positive light.
Oh my god, these guys! What a bunch of losers that they got cool stories about sports related figures that we play games with.
We're an open-minded stream. Don't make me pick my guy based on how attractive he is in his headshot, man. Don't make you uncomfortable.
All right, right here, I am good going Christian Watson or Tyler Warren. Solver goes Christian Watson. Nez, John, what do you think? Again, you have got one draft, so pick your
one draft. Jayden Daniels.
Go, click him.
Yeah, that's all you.
Yeah, the one draft rule is Jayden Daniels, even though it doesn't stack.
It's fine, man. This is a nice
it.
exercise. We're
right.
picking our guys. We will be able to probably get Diggs at that turn, given where we picked him. So if not, we can always settle for Chig. But I like it. Nothing.
Yeah, I love Jayden Daniels too, man. I was kind of talking with Jiri. We'll make this next pick, and I'll kind of lay out my one-liner, two-liner, whatever pitch for Jayden Daniels, maybe being better than Lamar Jackson this season. I don't think that it's that far-fetched. But so Marv goes.
I'm either Tyler Warren, Rome. I don't want to take Ramondre over Steve or over Henderson. I'm going to let you guys decide here, but my options would be probably.
I'm going to say Henderson. I'm going to say Henderson, man. Let's just let's just remember that we're playing best ball, and let's be slappies. Let's be best ball slappies. Let's take the guy that in an X number of simulations is absolutely cooking, because he cooked when he had the opportunity last year. But the Jayden Daniels thing that I was saying is if we're weighing out weapons, Zay clears all Jayden's receivers, but Terry and Diggs are two very solid weapons. I would take Chig over Mark Andrews in terms of a player that I think can be a level of production. I'm taking Chig over Mark Andrews. And then who do I think is going to run more? I think Daniels is likely to run more, because we've seen Lamar run less year over year. And maybe it's a hamstring injury, but I think Jayden Daniels is way more likely to rush for a touchdown at this stage of the game than Lamar. So yeah, I'm just very enamored with the Daniels ceiling. And if Diggs still has the elite efficiency that he had last year, man, Daniels might cook at a very, very high level.
I hope you're right, dude.
Yeah,
me too. Right? Everyone had established a run. Hopes you're right.
Yeah, I don't know a single person that is in our circle that isn't high on Jayden Daniels, and by entry fee and exposure, not just by take. A lot of money down on Jayden Daniels right now for a lot of people.
Guys, there's some bangers in the chat still rolling in here. We got to keep going with this. Drinking shots with Clint Capella and playing video games with renowned stoner Arian Foster.
No way.
And Ian Anderson at bat struck his bitch ass out. Christian couldn't hack.
Struck his bitch ass out. That's awesome.
Gym locker room with Mark Ingram.
No way.
There you go.
No,
I love this, man.
I bet Ingram was hilarious. What was he like in high school, man? Was he hilarious? Because I feel like he was so funny in high school.
I guess just chill as fuck, probably.
Look
at this guy. Patty Kane snapped his arm in a pickup game in Buffalo that he was playing in.
Oh no!
Jeez.
Oh no! Anyways,
so fun, man.
So that was a joke about not caring about Pat Kane getting hurt. Let's see here. He said Purple Yosh said that Mark Ingram was funny. Okay.
Dang, this is a nice little segment we have on the show. Not only are we talking business, we're talking solver, we're ripping a draft, but we got a nice little. Tell me your real life stories. Tell me when you touch some grass with some cool dudes. So
we saved those for late night in the pool in Miami. That was our first hang. Me, Dave, Hayden, Pete.
Was Nez there? I think Nez tapped out.
Tapped out. He had to do husband duties.
Yeah,
I forgot.
The ball and chain with me at that point. Yeah,
because I think we all got done with after the draft night. We're kind of all what are we doing? And we went to the Underdog house. Producer Weaves, obviously, and then Pete. Yeah, that was a great time, man. You know what? We'll have a great time this year when we qualify for wherever the hell the Dawg Bowl is this year. So
let's get it.
Yeah, man. Just thinking about the Dawg Bowl right now, it's got blood flowing through me. I'm amped up. I love it so much.
Bricked
up on the Dawg Bowl. Gonna be on the clock here in a second. Jordan Tyson goes at 81, a little early for my liking. We got one draft here. Corum. Yeah, I like Corum here. He kind of fits into this hero RB build. If not,
I think Nez is gonna want Tucker though.
I'm cool with Corum.
Who do you want?
Corum. Corum's cool.
Let's go Corum. Yeah, let's build out this RB room again. Is the draft report going to look nice on the back end after we're done with this? No, but we are doing hand in the dirt takes, our ball knowing takes. Right here, I'd probably be either so Kraft goes probably Addison or Yeah, a little bit of a tier drop off for me after Addison. What are you guys laying right now? You have one draft.
I don't take a ton of Addison, to be honest.
I'd take Diggs.
Yeah, man.
So I was gonna say Rico, but
okay, yeah, the signature
break
Steelers.
The tie, Dave. Your show.
Let's go Rico. Let's go Uncle Rico. Someone who's been beloved by Mike McCarthy since he's came into the league every year. And I know it didn't translate to playing time, but to be fair, we got a pretty talented running back room in Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. Always raved about Rico Dowdle. So I feel pretty good about him over in Pittsburgh, but it's a nice little pseudo hero RB build we got going on right now. I like it, man. Obviously, I wouldn't normally draft like this, but this is fun. I like it.
Yeah, no, this is good. Yeah, this is it was funny. Someone put it in the chat earlier when Dave was like, so we're just gonna go from the cojones and we're gonna take whoever and it's one draft or whatever. And then someone was like, oh great, so how Jon always drafts.
Jon's always drafting like there's no tomorrow. It's true.
Oh, I love
it.
We need this strong stance, as I don't have any strong stance apparently. So, whoa,
ran the table from the break. It's Emmitt Smith. What the? That's a deep dive.
I don't even know what that means.
I think he means like he ran the table against him in like beer pong or something, or.
That's what I mean.
No, okay.
Ryan's got one for us. Roommate tutored Rondell Moore, RIP. Let's keep his memory alive. At Wake, and he showed up and just made his boy do his homework. That's
so
legit.
That's so funny.
Oh,
some
man.
Good stories in the chat, man. I love it. I love it.
These are great.
Yeah, man. So just to recap the team here through 8 rounds, we have a little hero RB build, kind of a hero RB, or you could say like it's a modified zero RB in this day and age. But we have a 1, 4, 3, 0 through 8 rounds. Jayden Daniels, Travis Etienne, Travion Henderson, Blake Corum, Uncle Rico Dowdle, followed by Sedarius Lamb, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins. I feel pretty nice about our wide receivers, especially given the ADP fall value we got on CD and JJ. So we can kind of build out the other positions since we have a nice core there.
Yeah, I really like this structure. Oh, sorry, Nez. I really like this structure. And then I like the fact that we kind of staked our claim on these next 2 running backs, encapsulating one as the fall and one as like this is a hashtag our guy, because it's also a unique combination at the start, but then it's a unique combination because we paired them with guys that don't always live on this side of the board. So, man, I'm vibing with this team right now.
Yeah, it's hard to complain when you get CD 2 picks past ADP, JJ, 3 picks past ADP. It's awesome. Like, and then we get T 4 picks past ADP in the 4th round. It gives us like a nice core. It's almost like not a hero wide receiver build. I don't even know what you would classify this build as. It's like a little mix of everything, but I like it.
It's fun.
Yeah, I this is like probably my favorite way to build teams, is just like getting that core wide receiver group and just like figuring out everything else and then spraying and praying at wide receiver at the end. It's just like, I think like the best probabilistic bet to make in terms of a draft structure. But yeah, like I'm a huge fan of how this looks right now.
I'm gonna set us up here for success with a couple queued up guys. Golden goes there. I don't really like any of the wide receivers here. I'd put my hat in the ring for Pitts or Kyler.
I'm cool with Pitts or Kyler, whatever you guys like.
Kyler for me.
Okay.
Kyler, let's put Kyler. Okay.
I don't trust Eggers. Kyler's beloved by like every website, so I'd rather I would be kind of annoyed if we didn't get Kyler with Jettas. I think that's like such a necessary stack, because like if it's not Jetta, if it's not Murray like working, then it's like curtains. So give me like that's the bet when you take Jettas.
It's also kind of like last call for 2 quarterback builds, and then also Eggers already has a tight end. So he could do the Love plus that tight end, and then we could just have this happen. Does anyone have a favorite here?
I'm Pitts or Kittle here, whatever you guys prefer. I like both a ton. I'll leave it to you guys.
Do Kittle.
I like Pitts.
Okay.
You like Kittle?
No, you won. No, 2-1, 2-1.
Okay. Yeah, let's rip Pitts. Also nice getting that little ADP value. This is a fun build, man. Like we're probably done at quarterback. We'll probably go 3 tight ends. So this can be like a 2, 6, 7, 3 build, kind of like an old school, like 3-year ago build.
Yeah.
I like it, man. This is a fun team, and we're getting some nice values even while reaching for our guys.
You get a ton of flexibility when you're starting out like this. Like you can, like you said 2, 6, 7, 3. I'm like, I could see 2, 5, 8, 3. I could see, just a number of different ways that this construction can go, and there's a lot of room for flexibility depending on what comes back.
Yeah, good shouts, boys. I like this build right now. This is a good, solid team. I'm glad we're doing it this way. Eat Powder is clarifying here that it was running the pool table against Emmitt Smith. So a little Pool Hall Junkies action in our lives there. If you guys have never seen Pool Hall Junkies, you guys got to watch it. It's Rounders, but for pool playing, and Christopher Walken's in it and shit. It's nice.
Okay. Who just said that? Powder. Are you also a DFW, bro? Like 2 amazing people on the stream right now. I love to know where the Dallas people are at in the community. I will say, while we wait for our next pick, if you want to go ahead and if you want to show MicNuggets and see some of like the latest news and pressers, there's a couple more interesting tidbits that just came up in the last few minutes. So, yeah, unfortunately, the SEO was not optimal for this, but it's okay. If you go to the quote feed at the very top.
I switched browsers. I got to do the sign in. Hey, hold on. I don't want to dox myself. Hold on one second.
No, you're good. You're good. Sorry.
No, it's just because we had to switch browsers for the solver. So I'll do the.
My bad. I thought this would be a smooth transition into.
It should be.
Into this, but yeah, just to kill some time between our next pick, there's a couple quotes and headlines we can check out. See what Robert Saleh, Mike McCarthy, Todd Monken are saying right now.
Okay.
I'm juiced up, man. I like this team a lot. Like, it just feels good to the soul, and we're getting good ADP value at the same time. So it's just like, give me my guys.
Yeah, and like I love the running back room, but like you kind of floated like 6 running backs. I think I would agree. I think just like getting two more would feel pretty solid for this, just because like Corum could, be a little slower at the gate than we hope, or just like in general, Henderson as well. But we know that these guys have like monster ceilings. So
let's get these 2 picks up just so we don't miss anything, and then we can take a look at that. Kyle Monangai falling quite a bit. I think at this point, I probably have to take him. I imagine Patrick Barnes YouTube will end up taking him. Wow. Okay, cool. Just looking ahead, who would we like to take here on our next pick? I think me personally, one draft, I'm probably going Keaton Mitchell or Deshaun Stribling. What are you guys thinking? Obviously, Monangai, if he falls to 131, I just say we just have to take him, but
there's a lot of fallers in here. I mean, obviously, like Monangai and Higgins, God rest their souls, but like
everybody's doing our bit right now, but on their own accord.
I know everybody's free thinking. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna pound the effing table for one dude right here. I think.
Okay, let's hear it.
I would be Debo and Keaton.
Okay, Keaton just went off the board, so let's queue up Debo.
Nez.
That's cool for now.
Okay.
I will say who else I have in mind after this pick, but
yeah,
sure.
A little bit.
Eggers
weird.
is renowned bit equity stream sniper.
Yeah, I think Jayden Higgins would be like. I think you just like take the bet that maybe the doctors messed up the ACL diagnosis, and then you just like draft in here. Maybe I can get into the mind of an Eggers here and try to inception him.
The mind of a Greg Jennings
or Tyrone Tracy. One of my touts on X said Tyrone Tracy is a no hesitation click at ADP still. So,
ooh,
that was J Mac.
For real, he said that.
Deadass said that.
Oh, I like it.
Okay, I got one draft. I'm probably going Boston or Shakir. I can also be talking to one of the tight ends.
I'm Jawan, man.
Let's. I was gonna say I'm also okay if we go Juwan. We get that week 17 correlation with Pitts. Get a little team stack there with Travis Etienne. I like it, and obviously his ADP should move up a little bit given the Jordan Tyson injury. It's fine taking him here.
I'm going to check over at our overlords and employers of our good friend Dave to see if they have taken Higgins out of their rankings yet, because obviously uploaded rankings this morning.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, cool. I will drag and drop the answers to the test here. For
anyone unfamiliar, those rankings, like if there's a season-long injury, that is updated within a minute or so. Like we are sick fucks in the projections channel up to date with everything.
I heard that's Easy's job at ETR now is just to click the guy's name that gets hurt and then drag them all the way to the bottom of the spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's the role we had envisioned for him from the get-go. So no, on a separate tangent, I'm so happy we hired Easy, man. He is such a sharp dude, and I really think what he's going to do with not only our BR rankings, but our 12-man rankings for Dawg Bowls and such, they're going to be really, really improved this season. So
yeah, great get, guys.
Stoked to have him on the squad.
It's crazy to see $39.99 go to $399.99 just like that, eh?
I know, right? I use his baseball draft assistant every day. And for MLB dailies.
Yeah, the running joke for a long time that my quant only costs $39.99 is such a good bit.
I love it, man.
Wait, Easy works.
He does now over at Established the Run.
I don't know how he has a second to himself.
Okay, guys, let's do this. We got a 2-4-4-2 right now. We got Jayden, we got Kyler, we got Travis Etienne, aka ETN, we got Hendo, Quorum, and Rico. On a team that I wouldn't envision, like on my guys' team, having Hendo and Rico, but it's totally good based on the team need and the values that we got. And then we get CD, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, and Deebo Samuel, Kyle Pitts, and then Juwan Johnson climbing steadily, but we take him 13 picks or so above ADP. Thoughts, feelings, anything target-wise that we want to highlight?
I like this, man. Like obviously ADP wise, like the value we'll get from this draft, it's whatever. It's going to look bad, but like I think given the construction of the team, the type of players we have, it's a sound team. So
give it 2 weeks and that Juwan CLV will turn yellow instead of red. Like,
yeah, do you guys what are you guys doing target share wise, Dave? With, I know you're not like projections team or whatever, but like with Tyson missing and baking in potentially someone going there and, moving up Vele from like the shadow realm into like 180s or whatever there. What are your thoughts on the Juwan stuff?
Yeah, I think just the type of tight end he's more like that wide receiver tight end. We could see a pretty significant uptick in his target share. We saw it at the end of last season. He's one of Tyler Shuck's best friends, both like on the field and a real life perspective. They went to Oregon State together.
Shower narrative
there. So yeah, I would anticipate he would be the number 2 target earner in this offense after Olave. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, we haven't projected out 6 games right now, but you have to keep in mind they play in Europe week 7 and then have the bye week 8. So it might be even more than that. About to be on the clock here. I have a guy in mind that I want to click. We'll wait here in a second after this pick goes off the board. And
tie picks. Ty's milking the clock.
All right.
Take Bigsby.
I'd probably just say Chig. Finish out our tight end room. Get nice 9 picks past ADP.
Yep.
Stack him with our quarterback. I like Chig a lot. Like not so much the player. I just want to bet on the Commanders' offense. I'm a big believer in David Blau. So yeah, unfortunately that tonsil injury hurts a little bit, but we have Jayden Daniels. We're making a bet that he's going to be that guy this year. So it makes sense to pair him up with his tight end 1.
Sounds good to me. A lot of people have been discounting him since the Diggs signing. And to be fair, I haven't taken a ton of them. So yeah, I'm happy to get a share there. Is it Keenan time or do we want a running back?
You said we're drafting as though it's the last draft in the world, man. And you think I'm not going to take Keenan Allen at pick 158? I'm sorry. This is the prompt. This is what I want to do.
Let's let it rip. Let's let it rip. Let's get Keenan Allen.
You're going to need him in week 6. You're going to need him in week 6.
That is fair. We do have 2 week 6 buys. I will say, given the archetype at our wide receiver room, we should probably lean into getting like some rookie high upside picks here at the end of the draft.
At this point, for sure. Yeah.
And I think we're looking at like a 2.583 or 2.673, depending on how the board falls to us. But it's a nice and comfy team. Looking good to advance. Like we got a lot of projectable points on this roster right now.
Yeah. I think it's probably, I don't know, Nez, what would you think it is?
I think 6 running backs.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was going to say 2.673 is what stands out to me, but it's also relative to who's available for us here.
Yeah. I could even be talked into like, and I don't think we're going to do this. I could even be talked into like 2.763, depending on what we have available to us at running back.
Sounds good.
I do have a little running back dart throw I want to throw here at the end of the draft. If he does not get taken, we'll talk about that. But I'm kind of just mentally penciling in at least one running back here at the end of the draft.
Yeah, definitely one more at a minimum.
All right, what are we looking for on the MicNuggets?
I don't even know. Like I haven't looked at this since I've been on stream. I'm just seeing what new stuff we got going on. We got Starcraft's availability about week 1. I think there's a little bit more if you hit refresh again and go to all teams, but we can see what exactly is going on there. So yeah. We see AJ Brown moving around the formation a lot. Obviously, we would love to see some big slot targets for him. Just great for his PPR floor. Lots of bullish Matthew Golden quotes today from Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur. Let's see what else here. We have a Carnell Tate injury update. I know he was a little concerned about a concussion risk with the dizziness he had the other day, but it looks like he's fine on that end and just being held off with some lower half stiffness. Got some preseason action if you're in the preseason streets. I know Cody Main's using this tool to stay up to date with all the preseason news, who's starting, who's not starting. We have some Jordan Love and Chargers info over on that end. Here's one that's a little bit more interesting. Mike McCarthy says Roman Wilson can play all 3 receiver spots and has made big outside downfield plays. But his consistency remains a game-setting focus. So I would like to ask the Steelers fan right here, what is your opinion on Roman Wilson? Do you think he actually takes snaps from Jeremy Bernard? Is it kind of like he takes the snaps first half of the season and Jeremy Bernard is too good to keep off the field at the second half? What is your feel there?
I think Jeremy starts off as just being a design play guy. They've been like Rodgers was talking up Roman last year and was like kind of telling him to believe in himself. I don't know what Roman's attitude was like in camp, but Rodgers was like, dude, like lock in, like you can play. So Rodgers has a weird affinity for Roman Wilson. I don't know why they're so adamant about playing him, because they didn't draft him and they drafted a guy in round 2, but they really apparently are impressed with Roman Wilson. So I believe them. I absolutely believe them.
Okay.
Damn, Sharp's point. Juwan Jennings stacks up. Vele, couple running backs in here. Sean Tucker.
Grabbed Ray Davis with my 1 draft.
Okay.
What do you guys like?
Let's let Eggers select, and
okay.
Then because that was fine.
My thesis on Ray Davis is James Cook is a more of a smaller type of running back. I mean, not smaller, he's just a little bit more fragile in terms of his frame. Can he finally get hurt after 3 seasons of 200 something touches each year? So just betting on that on an injury there. Nice little 0 RB target for me. So
yeah, Ty Johnson's been banged up too.
Yeah, that's another thing that's pretty significant. Ty Johnson's been out. We don't know how extensive that injury is quite yet.
If that's serious,
that's a big one. That's huge for James Cook's.
That gives and that also gives Ray Davis decent standalone value as well, because they don't play all the time. I'm Cyrus Allen here, man.
Let's go Cyrus Allen. I like it. I was going to advocate for one of the rookies, whether it was Caleb Douglas, Branch, Allen. I wouldn't say I'm so much a believer in Cyrus's talent, but Matt Harmon is. Therefore, I am. And with Taekwon, I know he came back and was practicing today. Just had a little injury scare, but I like grabbing a rookie on this type of build, and why not? Yep.
That was our 1% courtesy of Ryan there. He
Mike Quant.
Yeah, there you go. Cyrus is real. I'm warming up. I've seen this movie before, but I'm warming up.
I don't think we have seen this movie.
I feel like it's a little different this time. Like Jalen Royals. I know we had a bunch of
Jalen Royals got like nowhere near this level of hype, I feel like.
But it's
maybe
also
I just like, listened to Davis too much.
You do. I think like some of the guys you've cited in the past, and like of course we all remember. I mean, like Byron Pringle. Like Byron Pringle wasn't like getting this buzz. He was 26 years old and could run really fast. That was and he had like a high sleeper ADP. But I really the Cyrus Allen stuff just has been consistent throughout camp. So I also I think that you can easily look at the wide receiver room in Kansas City and call it, okay, not awesome. Like it just seems like it wouldn't be too hard for Cyrus Allen to kind of like make his presence felt in that receiver room.
Yeah, for me, I just see a couple outs with him. One, so I'm much more intelligent than I am, and Matt Harmon believes in the talent, so he could just be good. First off, we have the Rice suspension risk. Well, I don't think, or that's pretty cleared up already, right? He's not going to suspend him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we could just give him the idiot tax. This dude can do something stupid whenever, wherever.
Dude, I've been idiot taxing Rashee Rice for 4 years, bro. You're good. You could give him the idiot tax around here.
But also, he might not just be the same player coming off this knee surgery. Xavier Worthy seems to get banged up every time someone touches his shoulder. So it's like he might just be good out. You might have the guys in front of him aren't as good as we anticipate. We have these guys might be injured. So there's like a couple different angles here that I like with Cyrus Allen that we didn't have in years past with these other Chiefs wide receivers.
Do we know anything about Cyrus Allen, like going from Louisiana Tech to A&M to Cincinnati? Like, do we know anything as to like why he moved so much or what happened?
That's just college football these days.
Okay.
That's just like what guys do.
That's just transfer portal.
Working his way up too. You know what I mean? Like those are all upgrades.
Yeah. All right, guys. 2 picks.
Emmett
Back
Johnson.
on the clock here. Yep. Thank you, Nez. I was going to say Emmett Johnson. If we did not take him, I was going to advocate for Kamani Vidal. In my opinion, probably one of the better handcuffs in the last few rounds. I mean, we saw a couple things. One, this might just be like a hot hand backfield. So if he gets hot, he might just have like standalone value that way. 2, we see them do it before. He had many instances in a worse situation last year where he was getting it done from a fantasy points perspective. And 3, we don't know if Hampton is the same guy coming off this injury and whatnot. So a couple little outs there. Oh, man. I'm not going to tell you no to this. Like, hey, I'm just saying this is all your pick.
I'm just fucking around. I think it's wide receiver to close. Who do you guys want to end with?
I'd probably say Jeremy Bernard. I know there's some bullish coach speak on Roman Wilson, but
I'm cool with it. There's nobody here that
Let's go Booty. Let's see if we can get that in time. Oh, it's second. You're good. Sorry, that was a quick buzzer beater. I was just thinking through like the scenarios in which, like, we were talking in the Slack channel for ETR, and just like if Booty was going to the Texans, where would we have him ranked? And it'd be significantly higher than where he's going right now. So I was just kind of thinking through those lenses. Obviously, it's not super probable he gets moved to the Houston, but that was not very nice of me to try to get you to buzzer beater change with 3 seconds left. So I'm sorry.
Honestly, I got to be better. There. I got to be better. Got to wear that one. Yeah, no, I was just dovetailing off the Emmett Johnson conversation. Like, there's just like slowly a couple guys back here when, we were talking about like, I don't really have any targets back here. I never want to be taking running backs late kind of thing early in draft season. Now I'm kind of comfortable like clicking the Emmett Johnson button, like seeing Keelan Black come back to practice today and the reports be good. Patrick Barnes takes him there. Like, I'm kind of interested or at least Black curious. Allen curious as well with the groin injury to Hall. So like I'm Allen curious. I'm Claiborne curious in the last round now a little bit. So I'm totally fine taking a couple of these dart ones. And I like the Vidal one that you brought up. I've done it a couple times on stream now, and I'm a fan.
Yeah, it definitely feels like pure contingency, but he looked good last year when he had the chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. let's recap the team. No, I was gonna say let's recap the team. See how
relax, pal. I'll drive the fucking bus around here,
brother. I am so used to hosting.
Create
now.
One website and get one Solver T-shirt, and you're gonna drive the bus. I got you. Don't worry.
I'm so used to being in my hosting chair that for once I'm not in the chair, and I'm like, oh wait, I don't have to do this anymore.
You get a little anxious. No, don't worry, man. John takes some detours, but he gets us to where we need to go.
All right, here's our Solver draft report, and as we forecasted, there'd be some red on it. A 2.673 when it was all said and done. A 2.43 to start, but we took 3 wide receivers in the first 4 rounds. This was a get your guys draft of Jayden Daniels, Kyler Murray, Travis Achan, aka ETN, Trevion Henderson, Blake Corum, Rico Dowdle, Ray Davis, Emmett Johnson, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Deebo Samuel. Look at these exciting olds in the middle. Deebo Samuel and Keenan Allen. And then we get Cyrus Allen for the Allen correlation, Jeremy Bernard, and then Kyle Pitts, Juwan Johnson, and Chig Okonkwo. Dave, as our guest, the preeminent question of our generation, does it suck or does it fuck?
It fucks.
I think so, like, too.
We got the guys we liked. If you take out the Keenan Allen pick, which obviously this is going to look way better in CLV wise than it does in real time, but if you just pretend that's Keenan Allen's ADP, we didn't really reach 34 spots of ADP. Like, so the ADP value looks a little bit better. Same with the draft capital value. So for getting our guys, I think we got some pretty good values overall, especially early in the draft. I mean, just having the pair of CD and JJ is quite uncommon. If you show up to week 17 with both those alpha wide receivers, you're probably doing victory laps. So I think it's a pretty well-structured team. The archetypes of players complement each other. We have like our 3 alpha receivers, our 2 vets that do still have some upside, but also give us a nice floor. And then our 2 exciting rookie picks. And then same with the running back room. We have like our core and Travis Etienne, just the first 4 running backs. I'm sure we'll use a bunch of their scores. And then like, kind of like our fun dessert type picks with Ray Davis and Emmett Johnson. So this team fucks.
Yeah. I would. This gets the stamp of certified fucker for sure. This team gets ass, no doubt.
This team gets ass. This is the handsome dude who can't talk that well, doesn't speak to girls that well, doesn't have that much charisma, and he just stands in the corner at the college bar, and yet every night girls flocking to him. This is the fucking best ball guy of drafts right here. He's just standing in the corner. Best ball guy. He's standing in the corner, and they come over and they go, "Whoa, you're tall, and you do push-ups." Oh, okay, here we go.
I think like Frank scrolling the weather app or his slow drafts, just like, oh, I love it, man. That was great analogy for this team. I'm excited to win $2 million with you guys.
Oh yeah.
We'd have to go up to Canada, or I guess you would have to come down to Dallas since we're here when we win. But
either or, man. Ship chasing party sounding like it might be Vancouver next year too. So get on the boat.
I like it, man.
Yo, do we got time for one more?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'm good. Nez, are you?
Yeah, I can squeeze one more. And our nanny leaves early today, but I can get one more.
Okay.
Done.
Worst case scenario, John and I will hold down the fort. But yeah, I thought we would be done right there, and then you say we'll strip another one. Oh,
perfect. 11 spots.
Good vibes. I was gonna say, oh, we're done now, but you want to have me for more airtime? Fuck yeah, I'm here. Like, I'm happy.
Let me check in on my slows. I know, dude.
Your boy's raking right now.
Rafi Flores is on one. 2 home runs today. He tied it up in the 9th, and then Brandon Lau just walked it off with a homer.
Oh, sick! That's I'm glad they're getting that win total stuff for you, but that's actually pretty eerily reminiscent of Valdez when he got called up, just hammering everything off of lefties and hitting all these homers.
Yeah, Flores literally like lost like a couple games for us just based on his like defensive play alone. And but he's like, yeah, right now, yeah, he's like my hero. I actually am furious. You can't tell, but I'm furious that they're like kind of like playing well, because it's just like just put me out of my misery, man. You know what I mean? Quit stringing me along on this fucking bullshit ride. Because here's what's gonna happen. They're going to keep stacking these little, 2 wins in a row, win 2, lose 1, win 2, lose 1. And we're going to get to game 160 fucking 2. And it's going to be do or die. And they're going to absolutely rip my heart out. Like there is no happy ending for me in the Pirates. But what am I to do? What am I?
I know it.
Not,
I know that feeling all
attention?
too well. I saw it for a decade with the Mariners, man.
Yeah.
I hate it too. They go on this little stretch, and then it's like, hey, we got 162 and Felix is on the mound, or we got 162 and Skeens is on the bump. Here we go, baby. And they somehow lose like 2-1 to the fucking Reds or something.
Yeah, and you're like, how are you not hitting Andrew Abbott? Like what?
Right.
Yeah,
Andrew Abbott turns into Cy Young one afternoon for no reason.
Yeah, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. But yeah, at any rate, I think I should be doing okay in the baseball dailies if Brandon Lau hit a homer.
There you go. All right, dude, let's get this. Less friends and family. We had 11 people available to draft in this lobby. And I see J-Mac in here with us, and I see Cleebs in here with us. Say what up if you're anybody else.
I love J-Mac, man. Another former DFW resident. There's a lot of DFW guys in the best ball DFS community, I've come to realize.
Yeah.
A lot. But J-Mac getting this nice streamer EV in this one. I have a little question for y'all after this pick. It has nothing to do with our draft, but I figure I ask at the beginning of the draft.
Can we do big cojones on the table? We pick our guy to click.
We do JT here around
Let's
here.
go. JT around here. Okay, let's let her rip. I mean, I have no complaint about it. It makes sense. I mean, if they have the same offense as they did last year with Danny Dimes, you should probably go like third overall. So I bet on that. I was going to ask you, how do you allocate, like if you had a percentage out of 100, where do your teams allocate in terms of like how much you love them as a fan? It's like a thought exercise I do with my friends a bunch. So like for me, I'm probably like 60% Cowboys, 30% OU football, 10% whatever. Well, where do you guys stand on that? I know you were just talking about the Mariners and the Pirates. I imagine Nez for you, Steelers takes the highest priority there.
Pirates for sure.
Pirates over Steelers. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's honestly like not even close.
Wow. Well, what percentage would you allocate to it then out of your 100?
Like 80%.
Wow. Really? Okay. Shit.
You have to understand, it's like a lifelong battle for me. I'm 34 years old. I've seen 3 winning seasons of Pirates baseball in my life, or 4 winning seasons of Pirates baseball in my life. They made the playoffs 3 times. They lost to the World Series champions twice in the playoffs back when the wild card round was 1 fucking game. So yeah. It's just I'm Sisyphus over here, just waiting for the Pirates to do something good in my life.
So
never learning my lesson.
I'll ask you, would you rather have 1 Pirates World Series or 2 Steelers Super Bowls?
1 Pirates World Series and the Steelers get relegated. I mean, it's...
Wow. Okay. What about you, John?
45% Canucks.
Big puck guy,
yeah.
30% Mariners. Maybe 35. 15% Seahawks, 10% UW. Probably something like that.
Nice split of everything.
Yeah,
like
balanced range. I think you're going to tell us to take Drake London. Based on your exposures.
I could take Pickens, Bowers. I can say, Nico Collins might have like a 30% target share. Up to you. I like all of them.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I was responding to a text. I'm cool with London, obviously.
Damn, Canucks is a lot higher than I anticipated, and same with the Pirates. That's
yeah.
I didn't know you were. I knew you love them, but I didn't know it's like fuck the Steelers. If the Pirates win, I don't care. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's like that level, and I don't know if like fantasy kind of like clouded my fandom a little bit too,
Definitely
where I'm just like so ingrained. Like I think it did a little bit, but also like the Steelers have just like, which is funny because obviously the Pirates are like LOL Pirates. They're a miserable team, but like the Steelers just have like lost my interest in the Tomlin era, like in my 20s and 30s. Like they just like, it's just the same thing over and over. And like it's just a bunch of mediocre seasons and nothing ever changed. It wasn't exciting. It didn't hold my interest. You're muted, John. John, is John muted for you, Dave?
Yeah, he is muted.
Can you even hear us?
Let me
John.
Hello.
Oh, I was muted.
Yeah. Can you hear us? I was telling you that. I told you you're muted like 3 times.
Oh, sorry.
Shit.
I'm probably loud here.
John likes lad.
Yeah, I'm a lad slappy man. I believe in the talent. I believe in the offense. I believe in the quarterback. I believe in the coach. Like,
I get all my lad through John. I have
fair enough.
4% lad on Underdog.
Nice. Okay.
I see it both ways. Like, I see it like be bullish in the offense and buy into his rookie year, and that, you know, we trust McDaniels to do something smart and put him in positions to win. I also see like that target tree could be like crazy diversified, and there could be like 7 guys vying for touchdowns week in and week out, and lad becomes like, in a full healthy season, becomes like 805, and he's not winning you shit. He's just like a mean projection on a week-to-week basis of like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, what I guess what does, it's hard to put a stat line to an ADP, but like what does he need to do to pay off there? Like 70, 1,005? Is that like a smash season?
No, it would have to be more.
You think so? I feel like that's like
70, 1,005 pays off ADP.
Yeah, I think
in the
so.
third. Yeah.
Yeah, that you're probably like pretty okay with that. It's not a smash, but that's good.
Yeah.
You'll take it.
Wow, in my head, I'm expecting like 100, 1,409.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I mean, you might not get that from Jamar Chase. You
might not get that from JSN. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid, but I love the offense this year.
He works on the social team, not the projection side, guys.
This is the guy he's representing. that actually came straight from Leone's projection. Wow.
It did. Yeah. I'm looking at the spreadsheet right now.
Blasphemous.
Are you guys Jacobs bros?
I am.
No. I take the under Swift over him.
I'm a Jacobs bro, but
right. That's 2 Jacobs bros. We win.
2 Jacobs. Yeah. Sorry, Nez.
That's all right. I mean, yeah, one guy has a running back 2 that's emerging. The other one has a running back 2 just hyperextended his knee and is on the better offense. That's cool. That's cool.
That's
true.
Jacobs.
I've been trying. That is true. The no lies were spoken there. I've been trying to get you a little bit more on Jacobs this offseason. Assuming, let's just pretend there's 0 suspension risk. Are you still fading him?
Yeah, like I don't fade him because I'm worried about a suspension.
You're worried? Do you think he's just like washed, or he's injured, or just the offense in general?
I think like the offense in general. I think his efficiency last year was like a-okay. Like he was a volume merchant. Didn't crack 1,000 yards rushing even with all the volume. I know he got hurt. Had good game logs, but like I just don't see like a huge ceiling here. And I think Marshawn Lloyd's health like is a huge factor. Like like we haven't seen Marshawn Lloyd, and you can say, well, I don't think Marshawn Lloyd's going to be healthy as a bull case for Jacobs. And I can't say anything to that. That's a very good point. But as long as Marshawn Lloyd's healthy, we are going to see a drastically different timeshare in this backfield than we haven't seen, because Marshawn Lloyd's never been healthy with Jacobs. And I think they clearly like Marshawn Lloyd because they've kept him around and given him all these extra chances to get healthy and factor for them.
Yeah, okay. I'm willing to admit that I'm biased on Marshawn Lloyd, and he might just be good and been unlucky with the health, and you're completely could just be 100% right on that. Like, but I still like Lloyd, or I still like Jacobs
is fine. He's not like a terrible pick, obviously.
I like Bucky here. Devontae Adams is fine, but it's a third 11.
I was going to say Bucky.
Yeah, I love Bucky.
Okay, I have 2 questions for y'all right now. One, what is the difference between Bucky's and Tuden's profile? Like, to me, they're both backs that are not guaranteed the high value touches. They're both backs on quote unquote good offenses. The only difference is we've seen Bucky do it before, and he has like a better offensive line. And then probably the Jags have like a better offense overall, but you can argue like the Bucs might be able to keep pace with them there. So am I crazy in thinking that? Like, I've been a little bit more of a Tuden bear than most. What is y'all's read on it? Because to me, it feels like pretty similar bets, except one goes a little bit later and has done it before.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think they feel very similar. I do struggle to see like the 10 touchdown Bucky Irving season, whereas when we saw Tuten in the playoffs, they did use him at the goal line in like a couple spots there, which was like surprising. and it was maybe like a glimpse of like what we could see in the future. But like Bucky, we just didn't even see it inside the 5 ever, period, even when he was healthy. And there is one little wild card wrinkle with Bucky Irving of he might just quit football and hate football at like any point in time. That's the only bear case I could say. Other than that, like I've been buying both.
Yeah, I think people prefer Gainwell to Chris Rodriguez. I mean, you see it in ADP, and I think they're really scared of that. It's not great that like Baker is like, I mean, what's he going to say? Like that Gainwell sucks, but he's like really praising Gainwell recently, and Gainwell's gonna definitely eat into Bucky's snaps, but Bucky needs somebody to interchange with him because he's not a big back, like that. And I think that the Sean Tucker FUD, I think, is a little overblown for Bucky. Bucky could get goal line work. We really have no idea. And I think that people can envision the Tootin C-Rod roles a lot easier and then like dream on the Tootin stuff where like the Bucky Gainwell stuff, I think is a little more murky. And that's why you kind of see what, the ADP differences there. And plus it's just like, it's Underdog, man. You know how it goes.
Right. Yeah.
But like, I'm with you. I'm with you on that question.
Ramondre, I know you like Ramondre. We don't really have any clean stacking outs.
I could go Marv, honestly. Marv.
We don't do a lot of Marv. I'm down with that.
Quite a bit of draft capital already allocated to the running back position. They're all different buys. We need the need for wide receiver. I know you like him, obviously. He's someone I'm trying to get a little bit more exposure to. Someone I was fading early in the offseason, but I'm trying to pack my bags now.
Yeah, totally good with that. I mean, ceiling case Marv is like what we were doing as a mistake in his rookie year where he was going at the 1-2 turn. Like ceiling case Marv is like target share dominance that resembles Garrett Wilson at his ceiling kind of thing. But that being said, emergence of Michael Wilson last year, this team could be historically bad. Who knows? But they could also throw 45 times a game with Brissett like they did last year in its fantasy gold. So who knows?
Yeah, I think this is a good price on Marv. I take like an okay amount. I don't take a ton, but we see more than I think we're used to lately, like year 3 breakouts for wide receivers. And why can't like one of the best prospects that we've seen in like our modern best ball era have a year 3 breakout when, he kind of had some like very random, unfortunate bumps in the road with like the appendectomy and then like Michael Wilson kind of like emerging. I think Harrison can be pretty solid.
I'll also say that like when he came back and Michael Wilson was like going nice, like he absolutely mogged him again. Like Harrison,
he did.
Who do you guys like here? We got a couple of running backs. Pollard's been falling. DK Metcalf's an ETR darling.
Herbert for me.
We can stack up Herbert.
I'm Herbo.
I'm. That's like my August mission is to get more Justin Herbert, and I've been hammering him.
I wonder what his price now is for MVP.
It was 1,001 last time I checked, or not 1,000 plus 1,000, 10 to 1.
Yeah, 10 to 1. Yeah.
Last I checked. I want to pivot back to a couple topics ago. I want to ask something really quick. What is Jacobs kind of regarding our previous discussion? What does Jacobs have to do at pick 43 for you to think he's like an absolute smash? Because to me, if he just has the goal line role in that offense at this price, he's probably paying off regardless what he does. No.
Yeah. Like I don't think. Yeah. Go ahead, John.
He has to be Kyron.
So like 1,010.
Yeah.
I feel like he just has to have last year's stat line over 17 games, and he did it over 15 games, which was, it was 930 and 13 on the ground, and then 36 for 280 and a touchdown in the air. So like he doesn't offer you, like he offers you very empty calories out of in the passing game. That's not really Jordan Love's MO to check down. So it is basically just like double-digit touchdowns and 900 yards.
Well, we used to joke all the time that Josh Jacobs caught his first touchdown pass last year. Like we used to Josh all.
Well, yeah, we said that last year. Last year he caught his first one. Yeah, he has 2 receiving touchdowns in his entire career.
Right.
He's not an efficient. He's not a factor in the passing game at all.
Good rep here from Christian. Nez and Madison Beers hammering.
I love it.
This is a good rep too. Herbert. Going back to the Bucky, just like more scared of Gainwell and Tucker than C-Rod. Like that totally adds up to me.
Yeah,
they
do. There's
people forget.
Yeah.
yeah, people forget I was kind of making a joke at Dave's expense with the Sean Tucker. But I bet a lot of that exposure came in the window where we weren't sure about Bucky's health at all too. But Sean Tucker scored 8 touchdowns last year and had 3 in one Thursday night game too. Like this guy has like shown to be valuable and proficient at the goal line. Like that's a winning skill set. You know, it's kind of like how people talked about James Conner for years, where it's like he gets the goal line work because he's efficient at it. Like, you know?
Yeah.
I am
Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, Tucker Kraft here. We get him again.
Man. This is what I've been waiting for. Like the Tucker Kraft FUD to hit, because like it hasn't hit. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, can I please get a discount? Because I love Tucker Kraft and I've been price conscious with it, man. Like I feel like I'm pretty outspoken as being like a Tucker Kraft guy, and I'm only at like 12%, just because of the ADP hasn't budged with all of this. Like, we don't know how healthy he's going to be.
Yeah, we have a bunch of quotes pulled into the terminal today talking about his week 1 availability. I want to talk about C-Rod real quick. A presser that we just ingested was an interview with C-Rod. And obviously, are you going to move projections off this? Probably not. But he did say the main thing he was working on this offseason was catching out of the backfield. And he does bring to light that he did have a couple, good catches with Liam Cohen while he was at Kentucky. So while most cases he's probably going to be like a non-factor in the pass game, I think there is a chance that the market's not baking in that he has a little bit more receptions than anticipated, especially between him and Keenan Allen, not leaving a ton for Tuden in the pass game.
Cool.
Obviously,
yeah, I respect that.
Off that quarter, are you going to move anything? Probably not, but just
right.
It's good to know.
Couple quarterbacks go there. Yeah, I'm open to anything here, guys. Structurally, it's fine.
Do we want to grab gold and try to go for the triple stack Green Bay and then hope Love falls to us at the next turn?
That's fine. Or, let's gamble.
I mean, I don't know what else I don't know.
No, that's cool. The only thing I was going to suggest would be like getting Jackson Dart and locking up our second QB and calling it. But yeah, I'm into like I like this Harrison Golden bet that we're making here. Like 2 super like high variance players here. That like if they hit, oh man, this is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, I also know the Jayden redrafted was to the left of us, so assuming people stay in their lane, which it doesn't happen all the time in August, there's a good chance Love falls back to us.
Yeah, the one I was thinking about was more the Christian Watson one, and the Christian Watson guy has no quarterbacks, so that one was the one that kind of was.
Think about that, goddamn.
Yeah,
that's a big blunder on my end. I'm sorry. I don't know why that went straight over my head.
Well, to be fair, to be fair, if Love doesn't go to the Watson drafter right there, he probably comes back to us because Cleaves isn't going to take him unstacked, and J-Mac did a double elite. TF might be a wild card. This is a double elite, double quasi elite for Alpha. I don't know. Maybe he would have made it back.
Yeah. I don't know why I completely like away Christian Watson in my head that he was just like not even on the draft board. All right, that's fine though. We still have the bet on Green Bay. Obviously they have a pretty tough week 17 matchup, but who knows? Maybe half the Texans offense or defense is injured by then. So never know. That's why I never like to try to project week 17 matchups. I mean, you kind of know what defenses will be softer or not, but they can miss like 5 guys and be completely different.
This is the Tyrod Taylor show in week 17 where Love doesn't matter and Tyrod goes nuke. Jackson Dart comes back.
Ooh,
it's probably just like the right move.
Right. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I would say yes to that.
I would just say Baker.
Baker stacks with Bucky, but
it's kind of hard to pass up, around.
You can get backstack Jackson Dart options too.
Yeah, I'm good with that. And that gives us a big enough floor brushing wise that we can call it quits there.
The thing that's fun about Jackson Dart is if the offense is as concentrated as we kind of think it might be, like you don't really need to backstack them. You just let it be neighbors and you just let it be scattable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you just let him be like, oh, he's going to run wild for like 80 in 2. And those guys didn't perform in week 17 and he scored 2 on the ground and you just needed him naked. And we didn't spend our first round pick or second round pick on neighbors.
Exactly.
Yeah. A lot of outs.
I just, when I think through these thought exercises, I'm thinking about like, all right, it's week 17 or like whatever week in the season. It's the Dawg Bowl week. And I'm like thinking, I can totally take Jackson Dart naked. He can go for 2 rushing touchdowns and not need any stack partner.
Right.
Which is the same thought that way. I know when we do season long stuff, it's a little bit harder to get to that. But sometimes it's good to view these slates as just one week of an NFL season, because that's really what it is. So
right.
Someone on this show has been saying that before I could understand what he even meant. So it's like, what are you talking about? Just one slate. It's a whole season, bro. Like, what do you mean? Nope.
Just one slate, bro.
It's just one slate, dude.
All right, we got some fun picks coming our way. One we might be able to push, but I think both Dave and I like. There's also a little pocket of wide receivers here that kind of has a tier break in my estimation.
Ooh, okay, we get some nice ballers here.
Rashad White's like a jam, bro.
I'm good with either option.
Yeah.
What do you lean, John?
I wanted Keaton Mitchell, but he just went. So
yeah, we could go. Let's go Rashad White. Yeah,
you have to go Rashad.
Yeah,
White.
we get the ADP value. It matches up with our bye weeks. We do have a little bit. We have, I think, 3 or 4 week 7 buys just to keep in mind for the rest of the draft. Not that bye weeks matter, but yeah, I was good with Jacoby or White there. We're probably shutting him down at running back. Yeah,
we totally could. I mean, this is a 3 tight end team, 2 quarterbacks, so 2 blank 3, 4, 2 pretty solid, 2 really solid wide receivers, 2 high variance wide receivers. So yeah, we could make this 2-4-9-3 or 2-5-8-3. I think would be totally fine.
Yeah, I look at it on the surface and I just go 2-5-8-3. Like I just look at this and I just see the profile of whatever, and that fifth is just like a moon shooter at the running back position or an ADP faller.
Yeah, like you've always said, and I've agreed with you on this. Like, if you can win this whole thing in the last round, it's most likely with like a contingent running back. And, when we're drafting in June, we don't know who these good contingent bets are. We have like way more clarity, or, at least more confidence than we did in June as far as like who those guys can be. So yeah, always leaving the option open for a fifth.
I got sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, what you guys thinking here? We got 2 picks here. It's kind of a tight end pocket according to the ranks. ADP, a little bit different. Tracy Stacks, but we'll leave that for J-Mac in this one, I think.
If he doesn't take Tracy, he's a fraud.
I was going to say, let's go Jawan. I think it fits our build well. You get that early
triple
season
playoff stacked too. He's stacked with every single playoff weeks.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
We get that early season production, that uptake in target share without Jordan Tyson kind of bodes well for our Tucker Craft bet. So a nice little pairing between those two there. I know we're taking them a little bit ahead of ADP, but who gives
good with it? Yeah, back-to-back ones.
Where it needs to be going.
Couple things in the chat I just wanted to hit on for a second. Pretty sharp drafter here. If you guys are familiar on the platform, saying that Jacobs was a smash there, and like people were drafting Jacobs because of the suspension looming thing as well. So good people on both sides. Colton flexing that he just hit a 5-legger with getting on base via an error. So you love to see that. Congrats there. But this one was the one I was searching for. Put you guys on the spot with the Higgins injury here. Should Schultz get the same kind of steam job as Juwan Johnson now, or are they 2 separate bets there?
I think you're asking me right now. I'd probably put them side by side.
Okay.
Yeah, I would too. Obviously lean Juwan, but yeah, I'm a little biased because I have so much of both. So
yeah, so do I.
I will want to break some news to you guys. Apparently, Tyler Warren was just limping off the field, so not something you want to hear.
Unless you got 40% Keenan Allen.
Well, I just maybe I said this on the wrong show. Maybe this is exactly what you want to hear, and I should have said that with more excitement for Nez.
No.
Nez, Tyler Warren's on the ground holding his groin.
Yeah, no, I just saw that. Yeah, it looks like it was like a groin. I don't know what's going on.
Does that make this the Keenan Allen pick? There's also a Trey Harris stack. There's also the Schultz week 17.
Harris or Schultz for me.
Schultz or Harris, whatever you prefer, John.
Let's take Harris. We never take Harris. Let's take another upside swing at this Chargers offense. We rarely draft Harris around here for whatever reason, but why can't it be him?
We're making a bet on Jay Herbo, and the rest of the offense makes sense. I like it. And there's a couple tight ends I like at the end of the drafts that are a little bit more leverage plays we can take. It might be a little too fragile for a tight end room, but something we can discuss when we get a little bit closer there.
Sounds like a Michael Mayer ass pick to me.
The Sims are in John's head. Exactly what I was thinking.
I made the Sims, bitch.
He made them. It's in his head. He is the Sims. I see Gumby in the chat here advocating for Kolar or Malachi Fields. That reminds me, I'm going to be on the Solver YouTube channel today at 7 p.m. Central, I believe, with Gumby, with the Dawg Bowl winner ripping a draft. So be sure to tune in for that if you want to see two idiots go at it during the draft.
No, that'll be fun. That's Gumby's always a good watch, so I'll be checking that one out.
Love it, man. Yeah, I don't mind Kolar. I have like a funny real life connection with him that we can talk about a little bit closer to round 18. But what are we thinking for this next pick here?
I lean slappy wide receiver to like chase a ceiling.
I could be in for one of Ferguson if we want. Just kidding. I was gonna say Flournoy. I like him a bunch. Obviously,
no on Gadsden.
No on Godson. Yeah, I just queue up Flournoy for now. I can go AD Mitchell, Pat Bryan. I'm good with any of them. I'll let you guys decide. I said my take.
We can go Flournoy.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking week 17, you get some correlation with Fields.
Good call.
Fields with
with
Jackson Dart.
We are gonna have correlation with Fields.
And just a little. I obviously like him more than consensus probably. I just think he's a really good wide receiver, and he's gonna be catching passes from the MVP touchdown record breaker this year. So it makes sense to grab a piece of that offense.
I like him. Sorry, John. I don't know if John's about. Okay. Yeah, I'm. It took me a minute to warm up to Flournoy for sure, but the fact that there's been no buzz whatsoever about the wide receiver 3 competition, I think is very, very bullish for Flournoy, for a team that's going to have one of the best pass rates in the NFL. Like the defense is going to be improved, but like who cares? Like, like they're still going to chuck the shit out of the ball. So like that's great for Flournoy. He's going to run a lot of routes. Like I don't project routes run, but I think Flournoy around this range will have probably one of the higher, routes run around this range.
Yeah, I think if I was building the S words, I would have Dallas as one of the most 11 personnel heavy teams.
Yeah,
but that might be relying on some bad historicals.
I just think it's more of a Dak stack than a Dak stat and personnel stat more than so than coaching. Like Mike McCarthy likes it a bunch, but like even with him, we were like kind of middle of the pack in terms of 11 personnel while he was our coach. I just think the pass rate's going to be so absurd, and again, so much bias here.
You know what I mean? Like that's like that.
That's how Dak wins. He's a gunslinger.
You have Dak, CD, Pickens. Like, why would you not spam passes? You're going to be the best.
Obviously, they gave up the pick for Jonathan Mingo, and everybody laughed about that. Turpin's like special teams and gadgety. MVS is a body. Denzel Mims is on this team. Jayden Smith, Jordan Hudson. Like there's just a whole bunch of like college free agents and whatever.
Denzel Mims is a throwback. My God.
Yeah, we can go. God, I don't even know. I mean, Noel, if we want to get the week 17 correlation, we can go blue to stack on.
I like Fields a lot. Yeah,
let's grab Fields. I like that. We have this quarterback.
In the most recent iteration of John's Never Wrong, just early, before the preseason games, I said that he will be a riser after he catches a touchdown in preseason week 1. And lo and behold, guys, what took place?
The TLDR from the stream, as I'm getting, is that John is the Sims.
Better recognize.
No, I think Malachi Fields has an opportunity to be a pretty good red zone threat in that offense. And when we're all enamored with just going to neighbors over and over again, and likely might be a part-time guy, might not be. I don't know. Maybe Harbaugh just didn't need to see anything in camp because he knows what he has in likely, and will overread into the usage index of week 1 of the preseason when a coach clearly knows him and went out to get him. So I don't know, but like just in terms of like red zone targets on that team, like Fields at the X with a little jump ball fade in the corner seems intelligent to me.
I like it, man. It has to be like I don't know. I think this is like where he should go. We are getting such bullish reports out of camp in regards to Malachi Fields, and it's like, who's the wide receiver 3? Because it's Malachi Fields is the wide receiver 2, and he looks great. And I think it was Matt Waldman. I was listening to him on a podcast. He's like he does like the rookie scouting portfolio. I might have botched that, but he's really in on Malachi Fields and like a lot as like a route runner. So I'm pretty intrigued by this kid.
Sweet. Boys, 2, 4, 7, 2, probably 1 tight end, 1 running back, and 1 wide receiver.
Yeah, sounds good to me. We can, if we want to really lean into week 17, we can go Noel. We can go Emmett Johnson and go on the other side of Justin Herbert. Those are my 2 picks right now.
Let's be the Noel guys.
Nez?
Yeah, that's cool with me.
Let's be the Noel guys and set the tone here. Take them in round 16. People liked him last year.
Yeah.
Some usable weeks.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty good pick at this range right now.
Yeah, given all the injuries and whatnot. I was also going to say just about Malachi Fields is like, not only are we getting bullish reports on him being the wide receiver 2, we're also getting no reports on Darnell Mooney or Darius Slayton. So it's like kind of like a double-ended thing where it's like, yeah, this guy is probably just going to be the 2 from the get-go.
I don't know.
And they released Juju too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know how feasible it is to trade Slayton, and maybe they don't, but like, could see Slayton getting some trade interest.
Yeah, professional ass field stretching, sacrificial X kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at this real quick for the homies, but let's queue up some picks in your mind here, boys. Don't share them with the chat there, but we need 1 running back and 1 tight end, and I'm deferring to you 2 guys because I think you guys both have an answer to the test that I'm wish casting onto this roster. Nez already knows his answer to the test.
I got you.
I don't know, man. You might or you might not. I do have a tight end in mind.
Probably good luck trading 29-year-old Slayton, who has a cap hit of $15 million this year.
Yep, that's what I thought.
And his potential out is next year for the cut, so they already missed the window. Slayton's probably going to be on the roster.
Yeah.
Unless they absorb like half the money and give him to someone.
Ooh, all right, lads. Okay. I was going to go Emmett Johnson. He goes off the board. I typed it in the chat. Do you want to go?
Yeah, Dave said Mayer, Kolar, and Joku. I was going to suggest Theo Johnson as well.
Yes. Okay. That's the other one I was going to bring up. I love it. He could straight up just be the tight end 1 for the Giants. And he has such insane leverage. Has nice.
Fuck. It's okay. Nobody's going to take Theo.
If you take Theo, you're a sick fuck, man. Like, there is no reason anyone should be taking Theo from us.
I took Vidal first because he wasn't going to make it back, most likely, the way these rooms have been going.
Yeah, good call.
But I was also leaving the light on to let Nez take Najee. Was what I thought Nez was going to give me Najee, and I thought you were going to give me Mayer. And I was like, we're landing the plane. I'm
doing my best to not wax poetically about Najee. Yeah, I honestly, like, you guys will see the BBM screenshot when I'm done with my 150.
Ooh.
I
was doing some ingesting some player pressers the other day for Camp Scoutaboo, and he was talking about like, yeah, I can't wait to be like teammates with Najee Harris. Like, I'm happy that he's here. And this is like before they signed him. And I was like,
cool.
what is this guy saying? Like, Is it just like Scatterbo being a dumbass? No, he just like straight up leaked that they were going to sign Najee Harris 24 hours before it happened. And like I completely not waved it. I was like, I'm not going to put that out on the feed. Like that's horseshit, whatever. And then it ends up happening. I'm like, oh, this dude just like straight up told the press, like, yeah, we're signing Najee Harris. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but quite funny there. I'm good with Theo Johnson or Mayer or Kolar and Njoku, whatever we want to go there. I kind of like the idea of Theo Johnson, though.
I do too, man.
All right. I'm going to fight you guys on it. That's 2v1. Let's go.
What are you? Tight end. I think he's just like a good player. And if there's a chance, we're likely he's more like a wide receiver in this offense than a tight end.
Absolutely is.
And because he's never going to play inline, right? So it's going to be like Theo Johnson in that role. And he had like, 605 last year. So it's like, what was the stat line last year? Can you just pull up his stats? Like
he had 528 and 5.
Yeah, that's, I mean, at this point in the draft, it's smash big. We got the week 17 correlation. We got the quarterback. A little uncomfortable, but it's a BBM. We want to take these low owned guys. So
we had a good enough room for it.
Yeah, for sure. Guys are showing off in our draft right now, though. We're getting the classic people showing off to the stream here. You get Kolar in the last round. You get Njoku. You get Evan Ingram in the last round here. What else we got? We got an Ollie Gordon sighting. I took him on yesterday's BBM. J-Mac showing off with the Ollie Gordon play. Black is now going in the 17th round. Hurst going in the 17th round. People are showing off out here. I respect it. Vele in the 16th.
Fun time of year, man. Really fun time of year.
Love it. We'll recap this one in a hot second. I just wanted to hit on the Najee thing for 1 second because people do forget, and I know Nez is trying to be a little bit reserved and tight-lipped. And hey, guys, don't take my bullish opinion as Steelers, whatever. But people forget that Najee Harris had 95 targets and 74 receptions in his rookie season. That was his best year. 1,600 yards from scrimmage, Pro Bowler, yada, yada. That was definitely his best year, and his yards per attempt and efficiency metrics have always been poor, but he isn't the Josh Jacobs when it comes to the receiving chops that people think he is, I think, like cognitively think he is, just based on like his profile and how he runs. Like this guy's got 183 catches in his career for 1,100 plus yards, 6 touchdowns, and 6.5 per attempt on the receptions. So, I mean, him being like a pass pro and like third down guy and goal line guy with like 10 touches a week is like not crazy.
Agreed.
You sold me. You sold me.
No one's drafting him.
No one's drafting him.
And the leverage you get. He is now on my board. Thank you for that insight, John. Or maybe not. Thank you. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And to be fair, I will say one last thing because Westy's saying it in here. It was, old Ben Roethlisberger dump off pro style offense. Just get it out of your hand. That's not Jackson Dart, and Jackson Dart's going to hang on to run and that sort of thing. But if Najee can do what, Taylor didn't do in the preseason there by actually picking up that block and then pushing off and chipping off and going open in the flat, why not? Right. So I see the thesis.
I love it. Yeah. Man.
What do you think? Like, how old do you think Najee is? And do you think he is older or younger than Josh Jacobs?
He is 29.
Yeah. I was going to guess 28.
Yeah. He's 28. Same age as Josh Jacobs.
Wow.
God, I did not need a reason to get on Najee today, but I think I have one now.
All right. Let's break this one down. Another throw ADP out the window. It's time to no ball in this portion of the season, and we wait for the ADP and draft capital to age gracefully when we look back in 2 months, opposed to right now. 10%, about 40%, 42%, and 8% in the allocated buckets, going from quarterback to tight end. More balanced than the first build in terms of our draft allocation, apparently. So that's just interesting. a 2.583, a 1.341 to start. Justin Herbert, Jackson Dart, JT as the pull-up play at 106. We took him over CMC, just diversifying a little bit. And, CMC is still a little banged up, old enough to remember when CMC was going at 101 and then went on IR. So old enough to remember, guys. Anyways, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Bucky Irving, Rashad White, and Kamani Vidal. We get Drake London, Ladd McConkey, Marv Harrison, Matthew Golden, Trey Harris, Ryan Flournoy, Malachi Fields, Jalen Knoll. And then we get Tucker Kraft, Juwan Johnson, and Theo Johnson for the Johnson to Johnson tip-to-tip correlation at the end there. Dave, does it suck or does it fuck?
It fucks. I like that we have a little Allen to Allen correlation in the last draft and the Johnson to Johnson correlation in this draft. Some are saying this is the narrative you need to have to win BBM. Just saying.
Got to have the namesakes involved here. No, this team fucks. You just have to this is one of those teams, where you gotta, you're seeing the potential in the person. You're at the bar. You're like, yeah, I can see this. It's a little dark. You're not totally sure, but you're like, I think this might be something. Shoot the shot, it works. And you're like, okay, fun. Yeah, wow. I didn't know what to expect, with Marvin Harrison and Matthew Golden on this team, but wow, we take 2 first-round wide receivers and as our wide receivers 3 and 4, and wow, it turns out they broke out and they're actually really good. And Justin Herbert's really good with Mike McDaniel. Who would have thought? And Jackson Dart's, Blanco Michael Vick,
dude, Nez, I love what you're spinning right now. You're waxing poetic in my ear here. You know what this is? This was you had a couple words exchanged. You didn't think it was going anywhere. And you're like, yeah, here's my number, whatever. And lo and behold, Sunday morning coffee. And you're like, wow, I can't believe she actually texted me back.
Very mature.
And then it's like you went out for a little walk and then you just ended up spending the day together. And you're like, wow, this is a grower. It started this big. And now, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this team has a lot of potential. And it just in all seriousness, quarterback room is sick. I love the tight end room personally. I think people are a little skeevish on Tucker Kraft, but getting Juwan Johnson in there will kind of help buoy things. It's really this wide receiver room that's this is a total upside room here.
Yeah.
Nothing but upside after Drake London and even Ladd. But I think it makes sense. I mean, you should have some teams like this.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Colton's saying this team's vaccinated. I'm thinking the complete opposite. I'm thinking that this wide receiver room is just make it happen. You know what I mean? This is not the safety. The safe move is the vaccination. This is we're just fucking YOLOing it with this wide receiver room.
Yeah. This isn't this. I wouldn't consider this safe. We have Mark Harrison and Matthew Golden. These are two.
This team
what
fucks,
people
man.
would? Yeah. This seems good.
Love it, dude. Man. And we get a bunch of Week 17 correlation with a couple of games that we love. But Johnson to Johnson, I got you now. That went right over my head. That went right over my head.
Same.
I was just reading into the Dick's jokes. All right. I'm going to name these right now or else I will forget. Dave, appreciate you joining, my friend. He's going to be on his channel later tonight or on the Solver channel later this evening with our guy, G for Gumby. So you guys go check that out. There's a link to it down below right here. Affiliated channels, all that good stuff. I'm going to call this one Johnson and Johnson Dave. And the other one we had was what? This was the Kyler. This was the Hendo. This was the Get Our Guys.
Allen to Allen.
Allen to Allen. Perfect. All right. August 19th. Allen to Allen. Dave. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, well done. Everybody go check out the links in the chat, the links in the description below to check out the MicNuggets there. And then do us a favor, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, all that fun stuff. We'll have Dave on again at some point to talk a little Dawg Bowl in the future, or maybe tail end of BBM season here. I have promised to jump on the Solver channel as well in the near future. Moving starts tonight, boys. I got keys this morning. So we'll see and see what happens. But anyways, any parting words for the people, gentlemen?
I just appreciate you guys having me on. I always have like a legitimately such a fun time when I'm on this channel. Go check out MicNuggets. It's free until this following Monday. Check it out. Roast me, praise me, whatever you want to do. Just let me know what you think of it. And check me out on the Solver channel tonight with G for Gumby, Dawg Bowl winner, at about 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. I'll tweet it out on the Solver Twitter in a little bit. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love this channel.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, good friend of ours. Love having you on. And just if you guys are still here or watching this after the fact and you don't sub to us, give us a sub. We are really close to 4K subscribers, a little arbitrary, milestone, but we don't ask you guys enough. So if you're watching and you don't sub, just sub. It's fine.
Please like, comment, subscribe.
All that good stuff. Check out the MicNuggets and go check out that Best Ball Explorer / the Solver Draft Assistant promo code badge, 20% off. Johnson to Johnson, everybody's favorite time of the show, the end. Peace.